Oh, we're live. Hello.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I feel like it's been 3 minutes, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've not been watching the clock. Welcome everyone. This is the North American Yoyo Clash. Sorry, put on by Alice and many of the wonderful people over on the Bridget Discord. We've got looks like 15, maybe 18, 20 matches to broadcast to everyone today. Really excited for that. Olaf, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. As you may know from the accent, I'm not from the good old North America. Sort of
Ah,
late in the evening for me, but not too late. So
right on.
looking forward to it.
For the people who don't know, Olaf runs a weekly over across the ocean. Do you want to talk a little bit about that while we get set up and get going here?
I'm sure you can do. I help run the Wild Tard. Started off as a Guilty Gear beginner community, but now we do an open tournament too, and we're getting into Street Fighter currently. But we also just run a ton of side event tournaments and all kinds of weird stuff. We have card games, battle right tournaments, all just random ass stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a good time. I remember, I guess it was probably about half a year ago now, back when Alice and I were working on the Bridget guide. Alice would show up to the Guilty Gear events, and they were always so nervous, and I would always want to come cheer him on. I've hung out, I've seen the stream, I've seen Olaf stream several times. If anybody's looking for more Guilty Gear content, more fighting game content, be sure to check it out. It looks like on the bracket here, our first matchup is going to be QWERTY versus Oz. Oh, I'm kind of excited. Kind of excited.
Yeah, let's see what game one has in store for us.
Just waiting
Kim,
for. Oh, go ahead.
I'm used to beginner tournaments, which can be quite chaotic at the start, to say the least.
Yeah.
But opens can be just the same because skill levels can differ, maybe more. So in opens. So yeah, it's always interesting to see the first few games.
I enjoy the open tournament format. It's always a little bit more exciting, I think, when in the open format, everyone's an underdog, right? Or like 90% of the bracket is an underdog. So you never know who's going to pull out the surprise, who's going to come from behind. Oh, looks like our players are readying up. Got Oz on Bridget and QWERTY on Jacko.
Yeah, I was about to mention you don't see too many Jackos in EU. Not quite sure. Oh, there's like a few notable ones over here.
In my time on the ladder, I always run into like 2 or 3 like dedicated Jacko players. They're like level 2000 plus. Like that is their character. Like when you climb up the ladder, and like you just know they've got the dirtiest mix-ups with the dudes. The little what are they called? Goons. I call them goons.
Yeah, I think the term most used in EU is goobers.
Goobers, that's a good one. Lots of pressure coming out here. And then we're gonna send Bridget right through the wall.
No wall needed. straight to the underworld.
Ooh. Fake cross up, I like it. It's a wall break. That positive bonus is going to be big game for a Jacko player. The 2D, the sliding sweep is so good. Like it's character defining. Yeah, that was a fast round 1 to QWERTY.
Yeah, as a Potemkin player, I know how painful playing against Jacko can be at times. It is. It can be tough, especially if you're not too aware of your options against a lot of normals.
Now, when you say as a Potemkin player, is it because the sweep, the 2D at low profiles, all your like neutral buttons, or?
Oh, it's like absolutely everything about me. This matchups. It's
Just a lot of,
personally my worst matchup, but I fully agree that Zato's probably the worst overall one. It's
I
just
think
like he just never has to commit where you're ever a threat a lot of the time. It can just be very tough to deal with most of their bullshit.
well, I suppose it doesn't help that like Jacko has a lot of like multi-hit moves. She'll do like button into like minion clap, or she'll do like her 5H. And both of those are multi-hits, so it's gonna bust through like Potemkin's armor all the time. So things like Slide Head and Hammerfall are maybe not as reliable as they would be in other matchups.
Yeah, it can be hard to use. But enough of that. See how our Bridger holds up.
I'm holding out hope. I really am.
Do it for the server. All the Bridgers are watching.
QWERTY's getting a lot of mileage off of the air dash H. I think our Bridget player had the right idea that was a good gap to mash. They just mashed maybe not quite the right button there.
Yeah, well, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, this matchup is tough if you don't really know it too well, because good Yahos is just setups into frame traps, taking them frame traps into more setups, and it just doesn't end until you force your way out, usually. But when you're unaware of where them gaps are to force your way out, it just becomes very tough.
You're absolutely right. Playing against Jacko, it requires a lot of knowledge, right? Because you have to know, like, kinda where the gaps are, but it also requires a lot of attention, and it's something that's maybe not talked about enough in the community. Is like playing against like puppet characters like Jacko or Zato, they take more of your attention than like playing against a more standard character like a Soul or a Kai. QWERTY picks up the second round.
Yeah, looking very solid so far.
Looks like we're gearing up for the third match here.
I don't even know this matchup too well, because we have like one or two EU Bridgets left. So we have like one Jaho player and like one or two Bridgets, so I don't see it too often at all.
I wonder, something I've not thought about a lot is how different is the meta in Europe compared to North America?
It's Happy Chaos Central for the most part. We have a lot of good Happy Chaos players. I'm sure you saw one of the main ones yesterday in the Saiyan.
Coming into round 3 here.
Mankind knew that they can. Duel 1. Let's rock.
That fake cross-up, getting a lot of good use out of that. And it's always a guess too, because like Jackos can actually cross you up there if they want to.
Yeah, it is tough to deal with. You know, just gotta guess and hope.
Yeah, because all they have to do for the cross-up is just kind of like float over to the other side of you and do like a minion clap, right? And then that's a cross-up. Or they can air dash back, like we've been seeing, and get a lot of unawares with the fake one. A little bit of pressure coming out for our Bridget player here with. It's gonna go to the corner. Nope. Okay, with the wall break for the round, for the match, for the round. Oh no, it's for the round. And that's a quick 3-0 to our Jacko player. Querity's gonna move on in the bracket.
Wins.
I was looking at the bracket before we began, and lots of newcomers, lots of names I've not seen before, and I'm happy they're all coming out and getting some tournament experience.
Yeah, again, as I asked you, I was like, do I just not know NA that well? But no, it does seem like there is a lot of fresh faces that you don't see too often, which is always
Probably
nice to see.
the name I'm most familiar with in the bracket is Dielectrical. They do a lot of posting in the Bridget Discord. They're a big community member. They're always around to have a conversation or chat or, you know, on and on. Very visible in the community. So they're my favorite going into the tournament.
I always love to see that. It looks like someone's rolled up in a full Happy Chaos setup. Is it going to be an elaborate bait?
Oh.
Do we have a Happy Chaos?
They're on the station as Giovanna, which is interesting. I don't see enough Giovanna. I think she's kind of underrated. She has a lot of strong tools. What's Giovanna like in EU? Do you have any strong Geos?
I was just about to mention it. She's been a bit of a weird character because we had quite a few Geo players and then they all just left. We have Punisher, I believe he's still going. Yeah, he's can't remember if he's from Saudi or UAE, but he's a very good Geo player. One of the only ones still around. Yeah, it's another character that we had a lot of, and then he kind of moved on to either other games or other characters. I believe this server stole one or two. I know they moved on to Bridgie when they came out.
Yeah, there was a period not that long ago where a lot of NA players were sort of migrating to Bridget, right? Like Diaphone did it, Hotashi did it. I want to say Lord Knight messed around with her for a little bit. Like,
Duel 1.
looks like we got J-Sob and T-Dog. J-Sob is one of the higher seeded players in the bracket here on May. Well, that was a good setup. It's always interesting because both of these characters are a little bit unga bunga, a little bit gorilla. They're trying to get in there with the plus frames and make each other respect buttons when neither of them probably want to respect buttons, you know?
Yeah, I get that, especially for May. That was a very good summary for May players.
T-Dog's doing a good job fighting for the mid ground with the 2D, the big sweep. He contests Dolphin, which is good. Just letting the May players know that you're on the watch for Dolphin early on is gonna give you a lot of juice in the matchup. Plus frames there. Connects with the low. Wall splat. Positive bonus. Let's go. Let's see what T-Dog can do with the bonus. Oh, the double overhead into the super. That's gonna lock it up.
Yeah, I'm impressed with T-Dog so far. That was some really good Geo pressure.
Yeah, and so that's like the thing. Like Giovanna, very, very, you know, as a fundamental sort of character, right? I got plus buttons, I got frame traps, I got lows, and occasionally like I can do like a double overhead, right? No fancy tricks, no eddies, no minions, no yo-yos, nothing like that. Just very, in a way, a very Street Fighter, like a Guilty Gear take on a Street Fighter character. And I really enjoy that, honestly. That sort of like stripped down, like sort of aggression. Like the movement options Giovanna has available with her, like dash, specifically her ability to like cancel the dash, make her a very like fluid character. I think she can command a lot of space or control a lot of space and has a big screen presence. That's a good 6p. Good 6p on the Dolphin. Good check, good check. Big combo. Setup, okay. Totsugeki 6p. That's a winning combination.
Yeah. May players are something else, man.
Really, they're just like we're all out here playing Guilty Gear, but like May players are just fueled by vibes, you know? Like
Yeah, for sure.
meaty, there we go. Low, connects. Super, got it. Sorry, overdrive. Safe jumps. Alright, have to spend the 100-meter. Oh, the Dolphin connects anyway. Dirty. Punish the yellow. Big. 6p. Out of the corner. I like it. Movement is so important to both these characters. Like, because they're such aggressive characters. Like neither of them want to be on the defensive for very long. So like having good maneuverability, being able to get out of situations. Is good. This is gonna be
God.
big.
Yeah.
Yamada-san coming in with big damage. Look at that. That's 30%, 40% of a health bar. It's 6p. The throw, I like it.
Oh, gets caught just trying to whiff punish. And we got a set on our hands, 1-1.
1-1. J-Sov evens it up. I feel like Mei is one of those characters that never really got worse, despite all the patches and changes. Like, she's strong. Like just Dolphin is strong. Her buttons are strong. Her mobility is strong.
There was that one patch where the damage was overtuned and they lowered it, so I would argue she got worse, but she didn't become a bad character. She just went from doing damage she shouldn't be doing to doing this crazy amount of damage she still does. But she did have some weird issues at one point that got fixed. But yeah, I do agree, she's always just been a very solid character.
I mean, like toning down the excess damage for sure was like, that was a good move. But like, I don't think it really like made the character worse at all, like you said. That was a good confirm off the anti-jab there. Plus frames, 3k, punish it. Send it back with a combo, safe jump. Good mash out. Ooh. I would have got thrown there, not gonna lie. That's big. Oh! Taking it, taking it.
Nice, these whiff punishes. It is like such a core part of Geo's tool set, but T-Dog utilising it.
Like I was talking about earlier, both characters are kind of fighting for the same space. Like Geo wants the space where she can like slide in with a 5k, and Mei wants that space with her like 2S and 5H and S Dolphin. And they both kind of want to fight for this space that's like right in front of them. And Mei has the advantage there with her disjointed hitboxes, right? So like the onus is on Geo to weave in and around the disjointed anchor. Oh, big plus frames. When does the turn end, Mei? When? This big damage. Alright, mounting an offense here. Let's go, Geo. 2-1 for our Mei player, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I'm fully enjoying this set of two really good players.
Yeah, both of these players are quite strong, I would say.
Oh no. Yeah, that was a very scary start. And it's not ending yet.
That was the fakest beach ball setup I've ever seen
It
in my life.
really was.
I'm just gonna whiff the beach ball and then run up throw you. Like, I'm telling you, man, Mei players are something else. That was a good sweep. That was a good sweep. Stagger pressure. Good blocks punish. This is big. Alright, eats the burst. Yeah, so they both want that space. They both want to fight for that space right there.
Sorry, it just reminded me of early season 1 memes where that button got labelled footsies, because that's just exactly what it was right there.
Whoopsies. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that was tricky. Get 6p. Taking the turn back. Nope, mashes out. Decent yellow cancel. I respect it. Sometimes you gotta spend it. Oh, that's big. That's big. Could have got more there with better routing. Oh, the dolphin didn't connect. Letting Mei players steer, I guess maybe that's not the right word, but like control how far the dolphin goes, forward or backward, like how short or far it goes is like it's big mind games. Looks like J-Sov's gonna take it 3-1. Good showing from the Geo player though. Good showing from T-Dog.
Yeah, both players played very well. Both had impressive moments. But unfortunately, May's a walla carried, is the EU term, I believe. Good old Latif.
Is he still terrorizing the EU servers?
He actually took a break for quite a while, but he has been playing again recently.
Good. Now I'm thinking back to Evo last year, which was like almost a year ago at this point. Not Latif, but Latif's practice partner played Mei, and they did really, really well in Evo.
Yeah, Slash.
Yep.
Very good player.
Very good player.
Yeah, they both had a bunch of sets like a week ago again. And yeah, Slash is looking pretty crazy.
Next up, looks like we got Envy versus Nihabi.
Oh, we got orders, baby.
I know it's going to be exciting. Lightning's going to clash right here in this room.
Please, no biking. Person after my own heart right there, for real, for real.
Oscar. So I've not played the game too much since Oscar was released. So this is going to be exciting for me. Do you know a lot about Oscar?
I haven't played much against them, but I've watched a lot of them. Just through like tournaments and such. I even ran a Oscar only tournament. That was a lot of fun.
The spells were flying.
Yeah, it was kind of dumb, but in the fun way. Yeah, from what I know, I think Bridget's actually pretty solid into him, just because a lot of the projectiles can just be destroyed with attacks. And Bridget has a lot of moves that just cover a lot of areas than projectiles would be.
That's good pressure. That's good pressure from our Bridget player. To your point though, like Bridget's always kind of pretty good against zoners, except maybe Axel, and it's because of her relatively fast far-range buttons, right? Like if you're trying to like throw a fireball and you get caught by like a Bridget 5H, like that's gonna be huge for the Bridget player. Happy Chaos has a little bit of the same issue. Well, that's a good throw.
Oh, the mana's gone. This is potentially dangerous.
Yoyo makes it safe, goes low. Yeah, no, I agree. This is...
Oh, the one up throw, sometimes you just gotta do them like that.
Some things never change, right? It's 2 throws, it's 2 throws. 5k squeaking it out. Yellow cancel, want my turn back. Again with the throw.
We sure this isn't a Kai Kisk main swapping characters? Oh, the teleport. Nice.
A lot of these projectiles you're seeing come out of Asuka, a lot of them function relatively similarly to like charge stun edge. So like I think the Kai Kisuke comparison is like totally apt. Oh, sneaks behind him. Good fake out on the rolling movement there. Pressure.
Suddenly out of mana.
Oh, burst, alright. Yeah, can't block forever. Just like that one yo-yo throw and we're back at it. Alright, throwing some geometry out there. Roger from the top rope. Alright, it's blocked. It seems like the yo-yo in particular is giving Asuka some trouble. When the yo-yo's out, they're not quite sure what to do. Take it with the throw, the signature throw we've seen a lot this round.
I still find this so goddamn weird that like Rock the Baby can be thrown. It just they gave us these rules for how commands grabs and being aerial where with throws, and then they just like throw it out the window for Rock the Baby for some reason. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because like command grabs are supposed to beat normal throws, right? Like if I throw and Potemkin does Potemkin Buster, like I'm getting Potemkin Busted, right? But...
yeah, that's what I mean. It's just it just seems really weird to me that they just change that.
I wonder if it's because it's slower or because it's maybe a little bit airborne. I don't know. I appreciate the intros though. I do.
I just love him saying quiet please to us saying that. Just does not care one bit.
Quiet, we're in the library. Both players feeling each other out right here at the round start. The first round was relatively close, so we're just trying to fight for little edges here in this matchup. Throwing the geometry at him. Oh, fast overhead. Into a combo. Yep, wall break. Bridget's ability to confirm from like most hits is really unparalleled amongst the cast, I think. Fireballs. Ooh. That looked like an overhead.
Got that. She did.
I mean, it's true in any fighting game, though. You sit in the corner too long and your odds of survival eventually fall to 0, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the overhead again. It's a big counter hit in the corner. Oh, burst. I kind of like that burst. That was, you're going to spend 50 meter, I'm going to just take it back. Lots of overheads. There's a low. Low again. And you just gotta hold that whole sequence. Oh my god, this pressure is so good coming out from our Bridget player here.
Yeah, he did well to hold that because he was out of mana and Risk was cranked. He would have lost a lot of HP if one of them landed.
You block on the cross up.
Slap.
I think they caught the Bridget player trying to backdash or maybe mash there.
Yeah, we talked earlier about Jaho 2D, but like, goddamn, Azuka's one's like kind of character defining too.
Yeah, for real.
It's kind of nuts. The fact that it's a projectile too for some reason, like, why not?
Some characters are just a little bit more blessed than others.
You that they cannot. Duel 1. Let's
No intros this time, straight to the action.
Feel that, I do. When you're down in the set, you're like, all right, I gotta pull something out here. Big fireballs. Our Asuka player is surprisingly aggressive for what some might consider as like a zoning character. Like they're not throwing too many fireballs from like full screen, right?
Might just be that they're worried to like Bridget can just deal with them by hitting a lot of them. Depends on the projectile, of course. But
Finds the way out of the pressure. That's good. Catches the backdash. That's a lot of damage for such a small combo. That's the classic, right? The rollerblades into the RC.
oh, we got a gold burst.
I would love to see what they're gonna do with this meter, but I'm not sure they're gonna get the chance. Good block, no punish. Oh, I'm surprised by that lack of punish. Goes low, finds the hit, and do another setup. High low, goes low. That was a big empty low. I would have got hit by that.
We were nearly timing out.
It's not something you see in Guilty Gear very often. I heard the announcer yell hurry, and I looked at the clock, and it was like 8 seconds. They've been at each other for like 92 seconds already.
Yeah, like Bridget doesn't have the highest damage, and then pair that with the mana shield. You gotta get like a lot of hits in.
That could have been big. Hold on. Asuka's dying to get their mana back here. Oh, that was a cheeky reset with the rolling movement.
Full risk. Nice, good burst.
I'm not sure they had much of a choice. That was going to be a lot of damage on full risk.
Yeah, for sure.
I think our Asuka player is letting too many rolling movements get in. They're just not sure that they're like when to challenge. They can challenge. They're just not sure quite when. I mean, it could be matchup knowledge, just could be experience. Fireball. Oh, the overhead. Big pickup. Have some more building blocks. Through the wall. Alright, things are looking good. Things are looking good. Good throw. That one was on a knife's edge for our Asuka player there. They were pretty low on health. They were struggling to get their mana back, get their spells back.
Yeah, that's exactly where the anime strategists love to be. With their big comeback.
Big counter hit, big counter hit, big combos. That's about half of Bridget's health bar. Oh, just catches him with the super. Alright. Got positive bonus, not afraid to use it. There we go, that's a win for our Asuka player. That was a good round. That was a good round.
Yeah, it's always fun to see a member of the Shadow Wizard Money Gang
Defense is too good. Asuka, our Asuka player here played amazing defense.
Yeah, like there was so many times they were just a nickel and a hold and bridger mix for like an eternity. And quite a few of them times they ended up getting out of it in the end too. Oh, we got a Mr. Bad Guy coming in.
I love Soul Bad Guy. Like Soul Bad Guy is everything I want from a fighting game. You know, like he's got the attitude, he's got the fire, he's got like when I think of like a fighting game, like Soul Bad Guy is like pure distilled fighting game for me.
Hang on, does NA have a soul player named Envy too?
Mankind knew that they
What
could
is-
change society. So instead of
think so,
reflecting
I
on
think
themselves,
so.
they blamed the
Or is like the EU one over it? Because we have a really popular soul player called Envy.
仲良くしましょうね。
I'm not sure if it's one and the same.
Soul.
For the longest time, the most popular Soul player in NA was, of course, Ramala,
Yeah.
but she's moved on since then. Big counter hit. Ooh. Good job contesting space here from our Bridget player from Nahabi. Gotta challenge that. When Bridget's moving, you gotta challenge the movement. Counter hit. Keeping it burst safe. What we got? No hard knockdown. Ooh, good frame trap. Is this it? Is this the end? Slumps? End of the wild throw.
Oh, I love soul players. They're always so entertaining to watch.
Because every time you're like Soul is such a known entity, like a known quantity, right? Like you're like, okay, he can do this, this, and this. And then the Soul players are always just like, here's this thing that makes no sense, but I'm gonna do it anyway, and it's gonna be sweet. Like this Tyrant Rave is big damage here. Jab jab 6S. Big counter hit. Holding the burst, I like it. Soul player is doing a really good job contesting the space between them. Every time they've got the read on the Bridget player's rhythm. Every time the Bridget player wants to throw out a longer range poke to check the Soul is already on top of it and getting the counter hit on the longer range poke.
I agree. It's been well played so far.
Like that type of, I guess, preemptiveness, maybe like matchup understanding. Like that's something you can only get by grinding out the matchup. Going for a setup. It's an empty low. Another setup. Overhead. Big counter hit. The Soul player's going through the wall. Nope. Use the burst to keep the corner. Oh, beats out the far slash. Big counter hit here. Good throw break. This could be game ending, round ending. Alright, let's see what our Soul does with this positive bonus. Dropping the combo. That's a shame. That was going to be probably a game-ending combo too for our Bridget player.
Yeah, having a free frame anti tends to help quite a lot.
Yeah, it's Soul's 5K is probably unmatched in utility in this game. Like it just does so many things. Ooh, that was a good reaction on the 5D. Oh, he went for the double overhead, gets thrown for his trouble. Rock the baby, let's go, Roger bringing it out. Spends the meter to set the yo-yo. It's good respect from our soul player. They didn't want to challenge anything into rolling movement. Good check, good check. Yo-yo's scary, there we go. See plus frames, coming in with the skates, into the throw, I like it.
And Javi's doing much better at just being a bit more unpredictable, making it tougher for Envy to check them coming in.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, as I say that, Envy checks them for half HP.
Big counter hits. Tyrant Rave! Good throw break. Counter hit, this could be big. It's holding the burst. Setups. Low. Overhead. Big 6P. Oh, and the burst bait to seal it. Soul is not a fan of the teddy bear.
I will say it's kind of weird seeing an actual hinged Sol. Because as I mentioned earlier, I mainly run beginners, so like we see beginner Sols and they do not have an ounce of respect or care in the world. As you can probably imagine.
I mean, I've played Soul. I've played Soul a little bit. I played him a lot in like season 2, season 3. I guess like month 2, month 3. I don't know. I've played him to Heaven twice, like Celestial rank twice, and that was quite early on in the game's life. And I think our bridge is just going in non-stop. Good pressure, rock the baby. You didn't see it coming. Yo-yo. Big confirm off the 2P. Good throw. Had to cancel that. Oops. Oh, all the meters being spent.
Yeah.
It is just chip damage.
I was about to mention, no meter to protect from chip. We're gonna have to see some movements here, but
Big
oh,
counter
no.
hits. It's a hard knockdown. For the setup. Soul player is paying a lot of respect to the yo-yo. When it's out, they don't really want to challenge. Catch the backdash. Jab, jab. I like it. Big counter hit. Volcanic Viper to seal the deal.
Gonna be in a solid place here. About to get burst.
Good punish. Both of our players are playing just excellently right now. The yo-yo catches him. Combo through the wall. Roger bringing the heat. High low. Went high. Got blocked. Gunflame. This is a combo and a half right here, I dig it. Oh, that is a dropped input on the one throw. You know that was supposed to be Bandit Revolver.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it happens.
Oh,
big vortex.
Just coming in. Night Raid Vortex, no fear. Good punish. Good punish. That three frame 5K is just so good. Our soul player was fighting on the back foot there. That was a well fought win.
That's the protagonist way, baby.
He's got the plot armor. Like I was trying to say, though, you were talking about mostly streaming new player tournaments and what Soul's like there, and my experience is that the difference between like a newer Soul and like a later stage Soul, a Soul further along in their evolution, is how well they can confirm their hits into damage, right? Because Soul has a ton of damage, but like getting to it is often tricky.
And it's made worse by the fact every patch Axis seem to change Soul's routes because they think it's funny or something. I don't know. Because I speak to a few Soul players and in season 2, I think it was when season 2 dropped, they were all just like, God damn it, everything's changed again.
Yeah, that's eventually what drove me away from Soul. Is like I didn't want to keep relearning the routes. Like, excuse me. Oh, J-Stab's back on stream. Got May and Gold Lewis.
Man,
Like you can.
duel 1.
This is a tale as old as time in a year. we had a lot of Gold Lewis players at one point and a lot of May.
So this matchup is kind of similar to the May and Giovanna one we saw earlier. Both characters are kind of fighting. 1 second.
J-Zab's in nice 6-3.
Sorry about that. Anyway, I was saying this matchup is similar where both characters are fighting for the space in front of them, but unlike Geo, who's trying to weave in and out, it's actually just a battle of hitboxes. Right? We got the anchor and the coffin. They're both big, they're both disjointed, and they're both going to do a ton of damage if they hit you.
I mean, definitely an understatement on the damage. They both do insane amounts of damage.
I remember not that long ago when Gold Lewis's drone was like the what did Hotashi call it? The fan fiction move?
Yeah.
It just persisted regardless of everything.
It was just simply a win neutral button for sure. It was kind of dumb. I'm got the behemoth in there to give me an extra little slap.
Looking for the plus frames on the H Dolphin there. Big counter hits. Gold burst. We got the meter. What are we doing with it? It's gonna be a Yamada? And again through the wall.
Yeah. Gold burst into 2 tapped. God damn. Even being a massive boy like Gold Lewis cannot save you from the anchor.
Well, it's going to be a very swingy matchup, right? Like whoever starts the offense kind of gets to maintain the offense, right? Between their both players plus frames, with the coffin and the dolphin and so on. Big counter hits. Big counter hits right back. Plus frames. Good burst. Wonder if that air dash kick was actually a meaty. Maybe not a meaty, but like a safe jump? I don't know. Big damage coming in. I'm always so scared when Gold Lewis touches me. Like, it just hits so hard.
No, I feel that for sure.
Are there a lot of Gold Lewis players in Europe?
Again, it's kind of weird because like a few months ago, there was like 3 or 4 that would regularly like show up in top 8, but I think a lot of them have just kind of moved on. But not a few, they're still around, but definitely not as prominent as he once was.
That was a huge whiff on the command grab for our mid player. Oh, that machine gun had to be a dropped input.
Unless we're cooking with some stuff I haven't quite seen.
This is gonna be okay. Yeah, I respect the burst. That was gonna be a lot of damage. 6p. Oh, the tables have turned. Hold the drone. Coming in with plus frames. All right. That was so smart. That was so smart to jab the beach ball. This is a throw round. There we go. That was good. That was good. Very smart play by our gold boost player.
Don't know why that just looked funny at being frozen on May in a wall slump pose. Yeah, as you said, this has been a very explosive matchup.
As it is expected to be.
Duel 1.
Both characters high damage. Both characters get counter hit right off the bat. Good burst bait. This Gold Lewis is gonna break some glass right here. It's
Yeah,
half
this
your
is,
health.
this is not how you want to start off against May. Lose your burst and 70% of your life. Give air positive. This is how it ends.
Is the Yamada pushing him back in the corner? This is a good game right here.
Wait, we're hitting him with the double. Not like this.
It's kind of rare to see the combo routing where Yamada puts him back in the corner like that. That was good recognition from our mid player.
It's my favorite May combo. I love it. Like the behind the back.
It does so much damage too. It's insane. Big counter hits. Gotta fight your way out of this corner, Gold Lewis. That was a good throw. A good throw. Drone setup. Burst the pressure. That was a good hit. Good anti-air. It's gonna be a lot of damage. Anytime I bounce off the wall against this character, I know I'm just taking so much damage.
Yeah, it's usually a decent indicator.
I respect the burst. Oh, the counter hit. Oh, they threw them out of the startup of Behemoth. That was wild. Risky but wild. I'm telling you, man, May players, they live and die based on vibes. Like, I'm just gonna run up throw. I don't care if I get hit with Behemoth, right? Like,
Oh, yeah, like, it's not even up for debate. It's just fact at this point. They are just actually built different. I'll be honest, I've got too much into this set and I forgot what score it is. I just see two people slamming each other.
I want to say our May player is up by 1. I think our May player is on set point here.
Oh, damn.
Gold
The
burst
gold burst.
into laser. Okay. I mean, if you're gonna gold burst, laser's pretty okay. It's a lot of damage. Goes for a setup. Oh, gets thrown for his trouble. They counter hit the reversal super there. This is gonna be the back into the corner with the dolphin. The whale, sorry. Good pressure. Low, stagger low. Beach ball, stagger low. I like it. May's pressure has really evolved a lot over the lifespan of the game.
Yeah, that's definitely agree there. It's changed a lot.
First, it was all about rock, paper, scissors with the dolphin, and then they made the S dolphin relatively unpunishable, and now it's a lot more about like stagger buttons. And you know, you could make the argument that May's always kind of been about stagger buttons, but like staggering buttons other than like close slash. This is blocked. Punish. This is big damage. Yoshigawa seals the deal.
Yeah, so I believe that's it. Again, I kind of forgot and lost track, but
You know, we can check the bracket. Let me pull the bracket up here.
Fiat, save us. Please.
Looks like that is a victory for JSav.
Yeah, who do we have up next? Eve and the Wave 2 in the bush. Zama. What a name. I like it, I like it. What was the other name that I saw earlier? Toilet water, that was a bit of a weird one. We do actually have our first top 8er. And bottom side of losers. Or Fanyo. Managed to beat Alcaristris. Even got him butchered in that name. That was Azuka from earlier. Seemed very good. Managed to free home. Potentially one to look out for. Losers still has a little ways to go. Oh damn, Dialectical went on there relatively early. That was Knuckles' favourite. They go down to JSav though, so makes sense. We have our second top 8er, Yaga 56. Managing to beat out Envy.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's all good, homie. I was just mentioning that Dialectical went down quite relatively early on.
Oh no.
It was the JSav though, so it kind of makes sense.
That's fair. Alright.
We're going straight into the next one.
And we're back.
Oh no. The Baikan we so much hard to avoid has managed to sneak in.
Public enemy number 1, the Biken.
To be honest, I like watching Baikan but playing against it, not so much. But I'm a player, man. Just give me Garuda, okay? We want one goddamn thing. But like 2 goddamn things, we want Pop Busters too, of course. But
I'm in the same boat as you. Like Biken is sweet in the training room, and Biken is sweet when I'm playing Biken. But when I'm playing against Biken, I don't want anything to do with this character. The absolute menace.
jump past my beloved, am I right?
Kabari is so good. Good punish on the Kabari. Good recognition. Oh, the DP. Make it safe. Alright. Good throw. Good throw. Rope setups. Stagger pressure. That's good evasion. I want to say jump, but the rope really made it not a jump. So good dodge on the tatami mat. Oh. That's the thing. You always gotta like deal with. You always gotta keep parry in the back of your mind because all Biking players have it locked and loaded, right? This plus frames coming in. Yo-yo setup. This is a scramble. They're both kind of scrambling here.
Yeah.
Bro's gonna seal the deal.
It's been a bit of a brawl, to say the least.
Yeah. I'm gonna press buttons, you're gonna press buttons, one of us is gonna win. Interesting choice on the up yo-yos. We've seen a couple of those this match, and they might be the first ones we've seen on stream all tournament, outside of combo streams. It's good damage. Bridget with positive bonus is quite scary. Like, the pressure just does not have to stop. Big combo here. Biken comes from the Soul Bad Guy school of damage, where like any one hit can like actually delete your character. One of the scariest characters in the game with 50 meter, I think, is Biken.
Yeah, there's just so much room for damage and mix-ups, like everything. Like, possibilities are endless once she gets 50 meter.
Good setup. Overheads. That was supposed to be a double Yozansen,
Yeah.
but they dropped the input. They got hit with the raw rolling movement. Went low. It's gonna be a wall break. Yo-yo setup. Oh, overhead. Double overhead. Big damage here. Ooh, no punish on the DP, I respect it. You can tell our Bridget player just wants out. Just please stop touching me, Biken, please. Please, just personal space. Just go away for just a second, please, Biken.
That was an interaction to end.
Yeah, the lots of purple cancels. Lots of purple cancels happening. Like, everybody wants to sort of like, they want to do something but then change their mind. That's really the function of the purple cancel. And both of these players are fighting so hard just to like determine who gets to be on the offense and who has to hold it. Neither of them particularly want to be on the defensive at all, I don't think. Both of them just want to run the high-lows. High-low mix-up game for as long as they can. Lots of counter hits going on in neutral. This could be big with the damage here. That was a crazy parry.
Yeah, very good. A lot of damage on wall break.
That was good routing. Good routing from our Biken player. It's so hard to contest the far slash. Biken's jumping far slash, or jumping slash, I guess. It just covers so much space in front and below her. It's such a good button.
Yeah, there's a reason I said just jump slash my beloved. That's the button. Every Biken wants to use it as much as possible.
Went overhead. Go for another mix-up. Overhead again. Pressure. Oop, rolling movement, dodges the jab. Going through the wall. That was a good throw break. That's a move you don't quite see enough, is Bridget's jump punch. It's actually like a mini version of Biken's jump S. Like, it's not quite as long range, it's not quite as out in front of them, but it covers the same area, and it has a lot of the same function. It's quite a good button for using it in that manner. This is going to be a lot of damage with the overdrive here. Might even be the round. Yep, there it is. Well played for our Biken player.
Unfortunately, us British people aren't quite as well built as the Japanese.
So what's it like being primarily represented in the game by Bridget and Axel? How's that suit you?
That's fine. Try not to dwell on it too much. That's all I'll say. I mean, they are both cool characters in there. Like, they're not my style of play, but like as like characters, I think they're both cool characters. So no argument.
I've always enjoyed, maybe not playing Axel, but like Axel's character, right? Like, it's not necessarily my kind of character, but I enjoy his like swagger and his like, I'm gonna use my time travel to go get like fast food real quick, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they are cool characters. I do like them. I just don't really like the play style of them and go. It was a nice burst space.
we are in pressure here, getting out. That was a good challenge. Not quite enough there to confirm. There's good awareness on our Viking player to punish the skates with.
Just barely enough to close.
That's always sort of the struggle with bridges. Like you get a bunch of hits, and it's not that hard to get a bunch of hits because you're always just high-low with the yo-yo. But none of your hits like ever lead to like game-ending damage. So you need to hit people a lot, and that's kind of a challenge in and of itself, right? For every engagement that our Bridget player, or for every engagement that our Viking player, our Viking player wins, our Bridget player has to win too, right? Because Viking just does all that damage, and Bridget is lacking in the damage.
Yeah, I found it to be very much the same case from Milia.
Yep,
She
characters
does a lot
like
of stuff, but then like she just doesn't convert it into too high damage.
yeah, characters like Milia and Chip and Jacko to some extent. Jacko, maybe Eno falls in this category. Like they generally need like 1 to 2 more hits than the majority of the cast to like seal the deal. Very rarely do you see like mix-up heavy characters get a lot of damage. Like off the top of my head, like Zato is like the only exception. He gets a bunch of mix-up and a bunch of damage. Our Viking player picking up a win there.
Yeah, looked very strong, had some very good combos. Which definitely helped, as you were saying, just managing to convert all them little hits into big damage just gives you such like leeway to make more mistakes.
Yeah, like I think the stepping stone from like sort of like if I were to divide the Guilty Gear crowd into like 4 steps, you have like beginner, like intermediate, advanced, and like professional, right? Like the stepping stone between like intermediate and advanced is really about how well can you confirm like stray hits, right? Because like the more you can hit confirm, the more you can get your hits to lead to damage, the less total hits you have to do to win a round.
Yeah, for sure, it's very important. It's something I worked on a lot. Because at the Temkin you've got to work for a lot of your hits in some matchups, so being able to convert them into as much damage as possible does really help out.
Got Jasov back on stream with May again. Jasov has been something of a dominating force this tournament so far. Every matchup seems to be going their way.
That was kind of a nasty whiff and the aerial hit into a goal.
Good check.
Yeah, this is another one of them matchups. You just can't have had May. Nearly every hit May does will make Bridget rarely feel it, but the reverse is not quite the same.
May is relatively tanky, all things considered. Like she's on par with like the the more maybe not like real tanky characters like Naga and Potemkin, but she's about as tough as like Soul is. Kai, she's not a glass cannon by any means.
What Japanese guts, as I mentioned earlier.
The
They're
guts.
built different.
Yep. J-Sop takes it. Work it in the corner to seal the deal. Lining up for round 2.
I feel like this one's just probably tough for the Bridgets. Again, I could be entirely wrong, and it's probably bad to say it in a Bridget Discord tournament.
I think
don't
this.
know, like, yeah, she's just got to work so hard, and then one mistake and may just kills you.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Bridget, like, of course, is a low health, low damage, high mix-up character. But more than that, right? Like, Bridget's good. Like, I guess, like poking buttons, or you think like far slash, you think like heavy slash. They're all just like a little bit too slow, and if they run into any of May's disjoints, May typically wins the exchange. So like, a May who's really good at spacing and using their like 2S and 5H, they're just gonna punish Bridget in a way that not a lot of characters can.
And I just say that backdash from Yaga was very good. Gets them the positive.
It's an extremely good backdash. We going through the wall? Going through the wall. Our Bridget player's got some meter. Use the blue cancel. Coming in. Is this the end? Nope, drop the combo. Picks it up anyway. Keeping it together. Good composure from our Bridget player.
We call those tactical resets, not drops. when it works afterwards.
The American reset, right? Oh, that's so much damage.
Yeah, this is what I was saying. Like, one mistake and you die.
On the command grab, this should be the round, right? Yep, there's the burst. Had to. Didn't have a choice. Coming down on the anchor to seal it.
Yeah, it's not over for our Bridger player. Yeah. Need the server to send them the energy, get the spirit bomb going.
Yeah, like, this is the Bridget Discord tournament, and we need some big Bridget energy. These matches are not out of reach for Jaga here. Like they've been playing well. It's just like you said earlier. Like the Bridget just has to do so much more work from the May player. Like the May player hits you like 2 times and the match is over. The Bridget player's got to hit you like 4 or 5. But like both players are playing very well.
Yeah, I got looking very good so far.
Overhead. Nope, no pickup. Counter hits big. Side swap? Nope, no side swap. Big counter hits. Oh, Bridget players hanging in there by the skin of their teeth at the moment. Alright, DP. Catches the May player moving. It's good. It's good. Bridget's buttons are good. They're good. I don't know what else to say. You gotta respect him at all ranges. Wants out.
Nice.
I like that burst. They'll have it again. If it goes to round 3, they'll have the burst again. I like that. You can see Jaga here is really making an effort to kind of slow it down. Like anytime Jaga's not right on top of them, they're focusing much more on like controlling the neutral. Dolphin into low. Oh, the cross up Roger.
It's such an ambiguous move when it's used above you.
It is, and it's so hard to anti it because of the delay, right? I believe that puts our Bridget player on the scoreboard. 2-1 May lead at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I remember. But I'm not the most reliable. I'm usually the one doing the scoreboard, so it's always visible.
Big shout outs to B for streaming our tournament today. Thank you, B.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Let's rock.
Yo-yo setups in the corner. 6P's out, forces the burst. Big plus frames, yellow cancel. Good backdash. That's a good punish.
Oh, damn.
The anti-air jab there was...
Duel 2.
our JSOV really believed in that jab. And it paid off for him. Keeping him cornered, overheads, low. Oh! Dolphin beats Roger. Overheads, again, good throw. Go for the setup. Low, overhead, overhead. Lows again, high low. This is where Bridget wants to be. Going through the wall. You can't block every time. 6P. Get 6P in return.
Yeah, good stuff there, but honestly, like, even though Jagger had so much control that round, I was still just scared that at any moment there'd be just one hit from me. It'd all be taken away. Like right now.
Oh, yeah, you have to burst there. That counter hit was lethal. JSOF taking it.
Yeah, very good stuff. But that's another thing that just makes Mei so terrifying. Like, so much of her combos is just burst safe. It's nuts. Like, she's not just hitting you for like 60%. She's hitting you 60% where nearly all of it's just entirely burst safe.
Yeah, absolutely. And like when is the right time to burst out of a Mei combo is like a mini game in itself. And also, and something that came up towards in the last round there was that like Mei just controls so much airspace really well. She's got big buttons in the air. She gets higher in the air faster than other characters. Her jump is a little bit special in that way. And we noticed that like every time Bridget took to the air, like Mei was in the air challenging her, and more often than not, it worked out for the Mei player. And of course, like anytime you get counter hit in the air, like you're in a world of pain. And it's Mei, so where do you burst, right?
Yeah. You just need to do the EMEA special and just cold burst. Then you don't need to worry about it.
Looks like next up we have Eve and Orphan Yo.
Yeah, Orphan Yo took out a Zuka player from earlier who seemed pretty strong, so in a 3-0 no doubt, so looking like they could be a strong contender here. Eve was the Bicon we watched just before.
I think we're on ad break at the moment.
There we are, but might as well still talk for the homies out here.
Yeah, I feel that. Are we in top 8?
Yeah, that was first game of top 8, the one we just saw.
Oh my god, this bracket is moving so fast.
Chat is blowing up with bike and hate, and I'm all for it. You're so right, chat. You're so right.
I mean, I don't know. My feelings. I'm gonna take the neutral road here. Are you ready? My feelings about biking are complex and complicated, and I should see a professional about them. Looks like we have biking and Axel. That'll be interesting. Axel is generally pretty okay about shutting down these sort of like guerrilla style characters that just want to get on top of you and never leave you alone. So that should be really interesting. He's also not that common of a character, so like there's an element of like matchup knowledge being tested.
Yeah, like plus Axel Bombers. He doesn't love Axel Bombers.
Oh, I love Axel Bombers.
Like before we get into this game, just want to shout out the Matcherino. It's been a bit tough to slide it in there between these very quick games.
Yeah, this bracket's been moving so fast, but we absolutely appreciate and thank and love everyone who donates to the match arena.
Or claim the codes. It takes like 2 seconds to just log in on the various accounts and click claim code. Lodge 25 cents into the prize pool for absolutely free.
Our Axel player got exploded here. Double overhead to seal it. Viking takes the first one. I respect Orange Axel. Orange Axel is really good.
To be fair, I don't think I've ever seen it. Because you don't see Axels and then, yeah, like, just goes, oh, it's not great.
That's so much damage again. Axel, so a while ago, and by a while ago I mean maybe like 4 or 5 months at this point, Axel got a bunch of new combo routes, and they're all quite strong. Coming up with the check button. Viking takes the first round.
That was like the most anticlimactic way to end after the abuse Viking gave it.
Just get him with the little, like the sword hilt, the poke, like...
Yeah. Hits him with the nasty combos and then finishes him with just like a pop. Yeah, we got the EU winner in chat, couldn't we?
Congratulations.
Counting out the competition, I guess.
For those who don't know, there will be a part 3 to this tournament series where we pit the NA and EU winners against each other in a bracket. That'll be
Yeah,
coming
that should be exciting.
Oh, that was a dirty cross-up. Our Axel player here, Orphan, is really struggling to find his footing in the neutral.
That's one of the strong things about Bison. She gets in once, and then she can just loop that and not give you neutral all the time until you successfully guess and get out.
Yeah, it is fighting against Bikins, like really strong Bikins, is a lot like fighting against Milias, where like you have to spend a lot of time guessing, and like it doesn't really end until you guess right? Like they have that sort of like aspect in common, which when you think about Bikin, you don't really think about Milia, right? But like they are gameplay wise rather similar characters.
Yeah, just looping mix-ups in a way.
Loopin' loops. Shout out to the Bridget guide. Shout outs to Alice. Hard knockdown. All right. Big counter hit. Okay. Double overheads. That's big. Oh, they get a combo off that? This character's ridiculous. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna get positive meter. It's probably gonna kill.
Yeah, the Brit life, unfortunately. We dead. Yeah, God damn it, you just pulled up and was like, you are not playing this game of Guilty Gear.
A good measure of like how well an Axel is doing in a match is like how many Rensins do you see happen, right? Like the more Rensins, the better the Axel is doing.
I'd say that's fair, yeah. Never thought of it that way, but makes sense.
That's punishable. Oh, that was a good burst bait all the way. They held the burst bait all the way to the end of the combo. That was really, really smart. Axel gets one. One more to get on the scoreboard here for Axel.
That was an interesting round start for working off of the Axel.
So Axel is a character. This is a good throw. Going for the RC, going for a damage route. Oh, this could be big. There we go. I like it. I like it.
I don't know how a sickle hitting from behind sent him through the wall that way, but Guilty Gear physics.
That low profile Axel kick there, like traded with Vikings.
He's so close. Just one jab.
And that's sort of like the thing, right? Like Axel is a character with a lot of buttons that on paper look really bad, right? They're all minus 3, minus 4, sometimes worse. And they all have very unique situations in which you want to use them, right? Like, some of them anti-air at this angle, some of them anti-air at a different angle. This one covers the ground, but it doesn't cover the ground at, like, air dash height, you know? So you really have to pick and choose and be smart with Axel. It's really hard to, like, find, like, one set, you know, like, zoning pattern that works against everyone as an Axel player. Because everything is so specific on his kit. And I respect all my Axel players for giving it a go. It is not an easy life on the road of Axel.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Besides 2K. 2K is kind of goated.
Yeah, but they gave that to Bridget. They gave that to Bridget, which is why we're all playing her, really.
Yeah.
Up next, we have Sin versus Asuka. Sin player.
Oh.
Exciting.
Pata was looking for the Sins. Looks like we do actually have one.
I see a lot of Sin love in chat.
I believe Canada's the only person we haven't seen already. Did we have... Was Takoyaki the colours we had earlier, or am I mixing them up?
I'm not entirely sure. Envy was our soul player.
Yeah, we had Takoyaki Chase, I believe. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that sounds right. Let me look at the bracket real quick. Yeah, that's correct. Yep, Takoyaki
Canada.
was the... Oh, go ahead.
Well, it just seems like Canada is the only person we haven't seen yet, so looking forward to seeing them in action.
Yeah, it should be good. It should be good.
I see the Italy flag on them too. I mean, are they playing from the Americas, or are we overseas?
I'm not an expert, but it could also be Mexico.
Oh yeah, it is very small, it could be.
I know Mexico has those colors in the eagle. But like,
the flag is very small.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Yep.
If that is the case, my bad, homies, all the Mexican homies out there.
Alice in chat is telling us that Canada lives in Canada here, or Canada lives in Canada. So what's up with the
confirmed
flag?
it's Italy too. I mean, it could be Italian just living there. It's perfectly fine to represent where you're from.
Getting into the match here.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves,
Now, I was quite impressed with our Asuka player last time we saw them. I'm really curious to see how they're going to do against Sin, because Sin has the buttons and the elk hunt, right? That can contest fireballs really well.
I think he's definitely got like the tools to get in there and play his game in this matchup.
This might be the most like 2023 matchup we've seen on stream, right? Neither of these characters are particularly old. Elk hunt counter hit. Throwing geometry at him. Watch your feet, DP. Plus frames. Good throw break. This could be big damage. Overheads. That was a good throw. Balling out the jump in. Oh. Didn't capitalize on it. That could have been big. Dropping combos.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Good punish on the DP. Counter hit, fireball. Oscar puts one on the board.
Pretty close overall for round one. Oh god, you gotta protect your Tims, only the sweeps. Avoids both overheads though.
The fireballs are giving our Sin player a problem here, and they're not quite sure when to call out the recharge. Our Oscar player.
Him.
Through the wall.
But the mana's gone too.
Yep. Any hit here is gonna hurt a lot. Oh. This could end the round. There it is.
Yeah, it's all fun and games till your mana's gone. And then you straight up die.
That's a lot of stamina spent to keep the pressure going. Good poke out.
Oh god.
Lots of plasma being thrown here. Good tick throw, Overheads. Beak driver seems like it's well positioned in this matchup. Got our spells back, we got some mana, let's see what we can do. Good throw break. Guard break on the fireball. There we go, finally punished the recharge on the mana there. Gets in, plus frames overhead, no punish. Gotta navigate the geometry. Dive kick in, RC to make it safe. Should be the end. Yep. Those were good adjustments by our Sin player that round, for sure.
It's something I rarely ever see Sin players do, just because it's not the greatest button, but the dive kick into the RC has been working out here.
Oh, I mean, so when Sin first came out, there were a couple combos that were like, hey, check out the cool things we can do with Sin's dive kick. They were, you know, they've kind of turned out to be a little bit impractical, a little bit flashy, as combos tend to be. But the angle that he can use to approach, I mean, it's not safe. You have to spend meter to make it safe, but it is a good angle for Sin. Right? He has a lot of horizontal things, but not necessarily a lot of like vertical things. So like, it fills a nice gap in his toolkit.
You've got a gold burst. See what the Sin does.
Good tyrant there from our Sin player.
Ooh, nice
Good call out on the stamina. Plus frames. It works at least once a match. The the cancel into the dash into the throw.
Oh, nice backdash on that throw though. And then overhead.
That book is large and heavy. That is a very heavy tome. The knowledge contained within is too much for us in player.
Nice throw. The man was getting really low then. Could have been dangerous.
Our Asuka player is getting a lot of value out of the 2S there. Got an overdrive. Sin is really struggling to find his way in. Could be big. Alright, Sin's turn to press some buttons here. Plus frames. Good throw break, good throw break.
God damn. He's just been so good with the back throws in the corner. There's been just so many this set and it's just giving him so much momentum.
Yeah, our Asuka, he's not afraid to call out jump-ins that aren't safe, right? They're not sure in their frame data. If your jump-in is just a bit too high, they'll get you with the throw. And that's been giving them a lot of dividends this tournament.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Fireball to start the round. I'm in for it. Gets the burst right away. Our Sin player has got to find a way in through the fireballs.
I'm sure there's ways to attack through the cubes, but it seems to be favouring jumping over them. Well, that's the best option, but I also don't play Sin. Oh yeah, there we go. Elephant seemed to get through.
Dagger pressure.
One another grab.
I think they had the right idea with the beak driver, they just got a little bit too predictable with it.
Slash. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Both players kind of fighting for control over the middle of the stage here. Yet another throw, overhead, fireballs.
Oh, throws now.
With the throw, makes it safe. DP.
God damn.
Our Sin player,
He just doesn't miss a moment.
no, he does not miss when it comes to finding those throws at all. Our Sin player could use a little bit more like throw himself. Like none of the tick throws have worked out for our Sin player so far. Oh, that was a lot of mana Asuka just recovered. Good throw break. Big counter hit in the corner. Doesn't go for the wall break. Oh! The signature throw coming out in the end.
Yeah, could have only ended that way. Yeah, that was a tough comeback for the Sin. Like the Asuka had the burst, full mana again, massive life lead. Like that's just so much to have got for him. And to be fair, they were getting close to pulling it back, but the throw just managing to close it out.
well, like, our Sin player definitely was struggling to get in, and every time they did get in, they always found the gap. The Oscar always found the gap to throw them, and that would completely flip the situation on its head.
Mankind knew that they cannot change
Yeah, like them,
society.
the back throws in this set have been massive for the Asuka.
Canada's got one more chance here. Canada. Sin's on the offensive, finds the overhead. Takes him to the corner. It's a good throw break. Every throw break is a good throw break, really.
Not that.
Overheads again. Another overhead. Another overhead. No punish on the DP. This is where Sin has been struggling. And Asuka has the room to start throwing fireballs at him. 6P.
This is close.
Oh, the throw finds its way again.
He's low. Oh, not quite.
That might have been chip damage.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
There we go. Close slash could have been big damage there. Close slash in the corner is always the juice. Good throw. Our Sin player's been looking for a throw for so many rounds now. FD gets blocked. Oh, amazing air throw. Gold burst from Sin. We got the meter, let's use it. Yellow cancel, alright. Wants that mana back. Gets under it with the Elcont. Again with the throw. They've done so much work.
They really are. Oh, we're Cuban.
Oscar over here bringing the the geometry homework to you. Ride the lightning, get out. Good block on the overhead. Good block on the overhead. Throw again.
It's just ready every time.
Oh!
Oh.
You know, desperate times call for desperate measures. I respect it. I respect it. Big counter hit here. Oh, drop the combo. Another one.
Oh, nice finally baits the throws.
Again, oh. Everything's coming up Sin's way except for the finishing the combos. Going through the wall here though, that's good damage. Sin will get the meter, gets the knockdown. Gold burst, alright. Oscar looking to make something happen with the meter. Big scrambles going on. Alright, DP's through it. Taking him to the corner. I can't help but laugh at this point.
That was unfortunate.
Punished!
Oh.
The one time the throw fails and it costs the match.
I'm going down to 2-2. Very close one.
Mm-hmm. Our Sin player made some good adjustments in the last match. They're finding their way in, and more importantly, once they're in, they're staying in a lot better. The throw is still carrying water, like gallons and gallons of water for our Oscar player, but we saw some baits last round. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, I did really like that jump after all the throw attacks.
Sin trying to find the way in. Good counter hits. Overhead's blocked. Big damage.
Yeah, the mana was broke halfway through, so massive damage.
Anytime I see Sin hit someone with like 2H, his like double up staff, I just know that's where the damage is coming in. Hits him with the beak driver. Plus frames on Elcon. Oh, the gold burst was blocked. That's big. Means he won't have it to get out of a sticky situation later. Good air throw.
Yeah, the throw's just thrown in.
I don't think I've seen anyone else air throw so far this tournament other than El Christus here on Oscar.
Yeah, I think the same, to be honest.
Oh, good confirm on the 2P burst bait. This could be big. Shields down, this is damage. Alright, it's within Sin's reach. There it is.
Another whiffed throw. Not like this. Just out of range.
I mean, when all you have is a hammer, every problem looks like a nail. And the ball is in Oscar's court right now to like find a different tool. Good work by our Sin player. Good adjustments. Hopefully our Oscar isn't discouraged. They'll go back to the lab and figure it out. Next up we got Gold Lewis and Soul. This is going to be a slugfest.
Yeah, it's the matchups I live for. For real. While we have a ad break on, I'm just gonna grab a drink real quick.
Yeah, no problem.
Looks like I made it back just in time.
Let's race against the clock. We got the bracket on screen here while everybody takes a minute to soak in the bracket. Next up, we're going to have Taco and Envy. Takoyaki and Envy. It's going to be a slugfest between Soul and Gold Lewis down there. Well, we have a minute. Well, there's a break in the action. Make sure you go check out the Matcherino. All donations are appreciated. Shout outs to Alice for putting up the initial pot and stepping forward to organize the whole event. Truly a pillar of the community. My good friend Alice putting in all the work for all the Guilty Gear fans out there. You have any opinions on Gold Lewis and Soul?
Not besides what you've kind of already said, it's just an absolute slugfest early. Both of them can do high damage from like individual hits. And yeah, it's kind of just whoever oppresses more.
Well, they both play a relatively similar game plan, right? Like Soul wants to get in with the close slashes and the far slashes. Gold Lewis wants to get in and get you with the behemoth, and they're both just trying to run this like plus frame, high damage, high frame trap, high counter hit kind of game. Good throw there. The drone is out. Guard breaks, gets out. Good escape, good escape. I never really think of Gold Lewis as someone I have to counterplay so much as someone I have to escape. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they get it.
Drone's out. 6H whiff. Oh, big punish on the vortex. Behemoth controlling the space on the screen here. Gold burst. Alright, we got meter. I think that was meant to be a drift forward RC and it just dropped the input.
Yeah, good stuff on them not letting off one bit and just running up and throwing.
6P through the pressure. Gold Lewis does not want to hold Soul in the corner. DP, cross up. Well, good confirm on that 6P into the behemoth. Good call out on the dash cancel. It's my turn. Gold Lewis wants the turn back, spending the meter. Drone covers him. This is big. Cross up. This is damage. He's got the wall. That's a hard knockdown. Goes for a meaty. Meaty jabs. I'll seal it. And just like that, this match is going to play out just like that. It's just going to be a lot of blocking, and then the fight is going to be over very quickly.
Yeah, like they both just kill each other so fast.
Gold Lewis does have the edge. He has a bit more health. He's a bit tankier, a bit tougher. But how much that actually matters when you're fighting against the nuclear weapon that is like heavy volcanic viper.
Yes, I was gonna say like Salah's reversal and some better movement, so it does have options. But it's just using them at the same time.
Oh, burst punish. I like it. Goes for the overhead. That's plus frames. Big counter hits. Oh, we got the wall bounce off that? Oh my god.
I was
Just like
not
that.
expecting death from that. But let's go.
Just like that. That combo was insane.
Yeah, like goddamn, that was nice.
Takoyaki bringing it home. Big counter hit here. Remember when Soul got a combo off that button on counter hit? I do.
Yeah.
Big counter hits. Overheads, double over, triple. Triple overheads into a low. Good throw. Drone setup. Overhead. Oh, the whiff jab into the throw was good. Drone covers him. This is going to be damage here. Gold Lewis with positive bonus is really scary. Big counter hit, spends the bar. Dude, that was a good side switch. 6P to seal it. I liked that side switch combo by Soul there. It was really good, like space awareness, right? Like he knows that if he can get Gold Lewis into the corner, Gold Lewis doesn't have very good reversal options, so he can kind of be a bully over there and doesn't have to contend with the disjointed hitboxes as much. But the blue cancel really saved Gold Lewis there. He bought him the time for the 6P.
Yeah, it's a good option on both sides.
Goes for the low, stagger lows. Big counter hits. Gun flame. And that's what I was talking about. The disjoint on the behemoth is a lot bigger than most of Soul's buttons. Cross-ups, no combo. Gunflame gets punished. Ooh, good throw, good throw. I don't think Revolver into Fafnir has been real for like a year, if not more at this point.
You think that's gonna stop the Cell players? They do what they want.
Well, and you know that's something everybody who plays Guilty Gear that's something everybody loves about it. It's a little bit more vibes based than like other fighting games, right? Like, yeah, there's frame data, but how much it matters depends on how much you think I'm gonna do something real versus something not real, right? Old Lewis is doing a good job keeping him in the corner. It's a knockdown into a meaty far slash. Gunflame keeps it safe. Big counter hit in the corner. Meaty close slash. Lots of frames here, lots of plus frames. Fafnir to end it.
Potentially a little risky to not super there, but I guess they just know the damage.
Behemoths are keeping him in the corner. This, oh no, this is gonna be. Oh, that was.
Tried to go for the sneaky stuff, but didn't quite work out.
It was a tragedy in 3 acts. First, we got the gold burst, and then we did a bad super, and then we spent all of our gold burst meter on making the super not bad. Soul puts him through the wall. This is a strong situation for Envy here. Oh, that 6P is doing work. Soul's not watching his toes. Tyrant Rave? The drone saves it?
Oh,
Gotta see a burst here. No burst, okay. I believe that's 1-1, right?
I don't know, that's 2-1 now.
2-1. 2-1? Awesome. This has been a very explosive match. There's a good amount of back and forth, and then like very suddenly it'll explode into someone's like half dead, and then we come right back to it. And it's just this is a well-paced match. I like watching this. This is a good one.
I always love that, like, put all in the matchups. It's just usually 2 big guys hitting each other very hard.
The volatility, that's the word I was trying to think of earlier. The volatility of this matchup is really makes for a good spectator experience. And like that, HVV puts Old Lewis through the wall, puts Envy up a heart. Oh, that's big damage. Wall bounce. Oh, he drops the combo. Maybe he bursts through the combo, one of the two. Overheads. This is putting Gold Lewis up on the board.
A perfect into a perfect. Taco is on set point now though.
I mean, it's really like tit for tat, right? Like you do it to me, I do it to you, and now we know where each other stands, right? Big counter hit here. Didn't get the car on the HVV. It was a good low check. Counter hit. The burst came out. I don't know if it was necessary, but it seems to have worked out. Oh, that's big.
Oh no.
It's gonna reach? It does reach.
Oh, he's
He
alive.
didn't get the clean hit. But like enough behemoths right now will end the game. The chip damage on behemoth is so huge.
And a
There you go.
behemoth takes it.
I'm sure Envy is ready to get off Mr. Behemoth's wild ride. Good showing for Envy though. Good showing.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I always love watching souls in tournaments. They're always usually explosive, cool combos, fun stuff. Did not disappoint.
Takoyaki moves on in the bracket, and they should be up against Orphan Yo next time they fight. Yeah, no, every soul is a little bit unique. He's like just enough of a blank slate character where everybody can like put like their own personal touches on him. Compared to some other characters where there's like there's more of like a guidance to how you play him. Like this is the correct way to play so and so, you know. Every soul has their own like unique twist on it, how to play soul.
Yeah, because as soon as I saw MV play here, I was like, this isn't the MV I know. Because that man loves his Caro Wild throws and stuff like that, so... He does some wild stuff.
Looking ahead in the bracket, JSOB versus Eve up there in the winners finals. That's going to be a matchup a lot like the one we just watched. It's going to be a lot of back and forth, heavy hitting slugfest, but that's just the nature of May and Bikem, right?
Yeah, I will say JSav said earlier in chat that they were not a fan, so we'll see how it plays out.
It's fun when I do it to people, but it's not fun when they do it to me. It should be interesting. A lot of the, and don't crucify me for this, but a lot of the more nuanced characters are hanging out in the losers. We got the Bridget and the Sin and the Axel. Coming up in front of us, we got Kaneda and Jaga here.
Duel 1.
And I'm in for a little bit less Unga Bunga right now. Show me some mix. Show me some mix. Show me some footsies. What do we got? Skates coming in. Yoyo gets out. Skates right back in. Of course, I say less Unga Bunga, and then immediately we get the rollerblades, right? So could be big damage here. Good setup. Oh, he threw Roger. He was watching for it the whole time. Alright, Sin's turn to have a go. Nope, yellow cancel. DP's out. It just kept going. The rolling movement just kept going. That was so good. That was a good jab to start the round. Plus frames on Elkunt. Close slash pressure. DP's out. Red cancel, high low. Just goes mid.
It's the last thing you'd expect.
Probably got hit. I'd be like, he didn't go high or low? What do I do? Dive kick coming in. You don't see this many dive kicks. Canada is partial to this dive kick. I've not seen Sin players use it as much as Canada does. Elkunt counter hit. Good tick throw. Good tick throw. The meter should end the round. There it is. Or
yeah, that's the Kiske family special ammo.
It's out of the yo-yo. That close slash could have been big. Punish on the DP. That is something you have to lab. You have to lab a little bit to punish Sin's DP, but Jaga was ready for it. We are in high-low hell right now.
There we go. We have 100 meter for this. I think it'll be enough.
Dropping the Roger on him. That might be the
It's
first
still-
time we've seen that super all round, or all tournament.
It actually has, yeah, because I was about to mention, it always makes me laugh, the amount of bass from Roger's cheeks in the ground. It's all like boom. And yeah, it's the first time we've heard it tonight in a Bridget tournament. Well, a Bridget hosted any character tournament, but there's been a fair amount of Bridget on stream.
Duel 1.
I'm always a big fan. Like when you do that super and the little Roger is on the ground doing the punches, that one always gets me. Cross up, blocked. DP's out from under the overhead. That's a sentence. Yo-Yo's going out. Something that's working in Canada's favor here. They're respecting the yo-yo less. When the yo-yo was sitting out there, we've had people earlier in the tournament really, really respect it. Not Canada. Canada's like, you threw the yo-yo, I'm running at you. I'm coming in. I don't care about your game plan all that much unless it's right in my face, like currently happening. Oh. Motorcycle Stupor is stealing the turn back. But I like that. I like the disrespect on the Yo-Yo. Like, you can't just let Bridget do whatever Bridget wants. Like, that's a recipe for disaster.
I mean, it's sin. He's probably just forgot it was even there, to be honest.
He saw the red. He needs to go in. DP's out. Yellow cancel. Want my turn back. Oh. Blocked. Oh! Did not quite get the good punish there. I believe you can throw Sin after the first hit of Ride the Lightning.
Yeah, no,
Oh, burst is blocked. Good punish on skates. Oh, overhead and a cross up.
Oh, nice.
Rock the baby. Sometimes you're ready, sometimes you're not. You know, for a tournament put on by the Bridget Discord, there has been a unfortunate lack of Rock the Baby. I think that's a fan favorite in the Discord. Everybody loves Rock the Baby.
It is a cool ass command grab.
The fabled like air to air Rock the Baby, because there's a version of it that only hits like air to air. No one, it's mythical in that like no one has ever seen it hit in a real match. Oh, big pressure. All right, burst out. You know when Sin's on top of you and you got the close slash, and you got the like the stamina bar cancel and like the normal dash cancel. You know you're in trouble when that's happening. The amount of like forward momentum that Sin can put into his game plan at the drop of a hat is really unique. It's really strong, really unique. Oh, went for the throw. Sin was looking for a high-low. Canada looking for a high-low. Bridget comes in with the throw. High-low. Went high. DP's out of the pressure.
These lows. Stamping on Sin's toes.
DP's for the turn back. Jaga's being really good here about insisting upon having their turn. Like, the stagger pressure is good, it's varied, it's keeping the Sin guessing, the DPs are coming at the right times in the right places, and there you go. You can only block for so long, right? And at some point you just have to try to get out, and if you're the person who's on the offensive there, like, you can just keep rolling it until they make a mistake in their defense, and then you come in with something like skates, you come in with like a far slash, and like get the big juicy counter hit with all the risk that you've built up. Jaga is playing this very well.
Yeah. Like, bait on the burst into big damage. Oh, the cheeks are coming.
It's so good. So good. The animations in Guilty Gear Arxis really nailed it. The animations in this game are top tier.
Yeah, they did a really good job.
It's plus frames. They went low.
Fata saying it's not over in chat, and then it immediately was over. Yeah, the last remaining Bridger, I believe, managing to stay in.
Yeah.
Fighting for the Discord.
Who do we have left? I believe we have Bridget, Yaga on Bridget. We have Jsov on May, Eve on Biken. And then whoever comes out ahead on the Axel, Gold Lewis, Orphan Yo, and Takoyaki. Now, I believe J-Sov is the one who put Yaga into the loser final, and also Takoyaki. So either of them getting the run back in the grand final, that would be exciting. A little bit of vengeance. Axel versus Gold Lewis is a really interesting matchup. It's a little bit like Axel and Bridget, or like Bridget and May, where like Axel has these buttons that he wants to use at certain ranges, and you just have to like use them around the gigantic disjointed hitboxes of Gold Lewis. So whether Orphan Yo can like navigate and control that space between them is really going to determine who comes out ahead in those matchups, I think.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like, as you mentioned earlier, he's got buttons for like all these different scenarios. He just needs to make sure he uses them correctly.
Mankind knew that
And unfortunately, if you don't, and Gold Lewis get you, you're gonna pay for it.
Count the Rensen. So that was the first Rensen. Big counter hit. Now you're cornered. What are you going to do, Axel? Block the overhead? Finds the button to get out. And they both spin burst. Back to neutral. Axel Bomber. Right. Second Rensen. Command grab. Axel's command grab is so dirty, I swear. I believe we're on Rensen number 3 now. Cross-ups. On the overhead. I didn't get the combo. Ooh, that's a big counter hit. This could be big damage here in the corner. Oh, drops it. Good call out on the, I forget the name of that move. Raindrop? Teardrop? Something like that.
God, I don't know all the actual moves just mixed together.
Yeah, they're all just sickle flip or whatever, except Rensen, the one I know.
Yeah,
Gold Lewis taking it.
Rensen and Winter Mantis, I think, are the like 2 I know. The rest are just all random keywords.
Okay, so Snail is the grounded one where he flips it over his head. I think Raindrop is the one where he like slashes down at you from above, and the one where he backflips I think is Mantis. I think. Axel players don't quote me on that.
Which one's Axel Bomber then?
Oh, that's the one that does all the damage.
And the one where he shouts it out as he does it.
Yes! Axel Bomber! Yep. If they ever get rid of the Axel Bomber voice line, I don't know what Axel mains will do, really. This round is going a lot better for our Axel player. We're gonna get another Bomber.
I like how we didn't get the Bomber combo on the first command grab, so just threw another one out and landed it and then did it anyway.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta rewind the tape, right? And try again. Command grab is doing so much work for Orphan right now. Axel Bomber. After the time stop. Wall splats. Lets him out. Had to burst that. That was gonna be the end if he didn't burst.
Yeah, it's give him a chance. Unfortunately, gets jabbed on the drone.
So that matchup was, or that round was basically the opposite of the first one. Axel got to play his game, and in the first one, Gold Lewis got to play his game. And I think the onus of the matchup is on how well Gold Lewis can navigate and how well Axel can enforce the neutral. Like what we saw there when Axel gets to lock you down a little bit with his normals and then sneak a command grab in, and it's difficult for a character like Gold Lewis to navigate.
Oh no.
Of course, the preferred path to victory is just to not navigate it, as we're seeing right in front of us.
Yep.
That's the round.
We call them the goalless rounds. Very similar to the Potemkin ones where they just steal one immediately.
Bursts out of the plus frames. Command throw beats the drone. Axel Bomber putting him through the wall. Good dodge on the command grab. This could be big damage. Wall bounce. That is... Oh, I think Axel bounced so high up that the Takoyaki wasn't ready for the combo. But we got there in the end.
Yeah, that was looking good for Orphan for a little while, but just big counter hits just turned that around immediately.
Exactly. Gold Lewis is such an explosive character. And like the onus, this is really, for the Axel player, this matchup and most matchups are really about control, right? Like, how well can you control the opponent? How well can you control their movement, their buttons, their spacing, and so on? And like, if that doesn't happen for the Axel player, they just get run over. Right? They're like, Gold Lewis will do it, May will do it, Eno will do it, Milia, Soul, so on. Like, that was a very aggressive burst by Gold Lewis to push Axel into the corner. That was a good challenge. Didn't quite work out, but it was a good idea. So much chip damage overhead. Burst punish, and that should be the round. Or the match. The set? I don't know. Gold Lewis steals the heart. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, coffin gaming right there for sure. Looking like another one. Orphan needs to stop this now that it's Jova. Oh, went for some fancy stuff.
Drone gets Gold Lewis in, buys him the way in. Could be big. Oh, empty low. Empty jump low. Playing Street Fighter. Oh, the air dash, RC drift cancel. Flying megaton bomb coming in with the coffin.
I think he's a funny slow man until he pulls out the PRC. Yeah, good stuff from our players.
Very good stuff.
Yeah, like Orphan was starting to pull it back, and then like, yeah, there was just moments where Taco just lands that big hit and just steals the momentum immediately.
I'm gonna pee real quick while we're on ads. I'll be back.
That's all good. I was going to say to Orphan, it's very normal to perform worse early on in tournaments. Nerves and stuff get to you. Yeah, they're placing 5th, tied 5th, pretty solid. I do believe
I'm
we're
back.
going to winners finals now.
Yeah, we should have 2 matches left. It should be no 3. We should have Jasov and Eve, Jaga and Takoyaki. No, sorry, 4 matches. Okay, and the losers it'll be Jaga and Takoyaki, and then they'll fight the loser of the winners, which is Jasov and Eve, and then we fight losers finals, and then we fight winners finals. There's 4 left. Welcome back. Got 4 more matches left in the tournament. In the winners finals, we got Jasov and Biken squaring off. That's May and Biken, sorry. Jasov has been quite the force this whole tournament.
And again, earlier he did mention that this is a personal matchup that they don't like, so let's see if they can beat their demons and take this winners finals.
Eve gets in with the big counter hit. Trading counter hits back and forth. Good throw, good throw. And I know everyone in the chat who's like, doesn't play Vikings, that was a cheap throw. That was not good, but you know, I feel you, I feel you. This corner damage is insane. Eve cannot afford to get hit like that again. Big counter hits here. Side swaps? Nope. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. One more. One more hit for Eve. Oh, the 6P. Oh, that's going to seal it. We need, next time we do one of these tournaments, we need like a running counter, like counter hits. How many counter hits have happened?
Oh, I don't envy the person keeping snapping up.
Alright, May is cornered. This is where Biken wants May in the corner over here. Doing a really good job controlling the skies. Our May is desperate to get out, but Biken is keeping them in.
Yeah, did a good job checking them. Couldn't quite convert them into the big saucy combos, but keeping them in the corner at the very least.
Biken escapes the corner. I never quite know what to do when a May player starts pulling out the vertical dolphin. Am I supposed to anti-air it? Am I supposed to block and punish it? I'm never quite sure.
I know in the corner you can run.
Yeah, just run under it, yeah. Right. Big command grab in the corners could be a lot of damage. Oh, nope, the wall splatted. Or the wall stuck too early. Big counter hit on the dolphin, bursts out. Counter hit close slash. This could be a lot of damage. Not quite there.
Japanese guts to the rescue.
Went for a tricky cross-up, did not pay off. Gets the counter hit anyway.
That was a very close game one for our winners finals.
Yeah, good play by both players. Like, I was really impressed with the way the Biken, Eve was controlling space when they had May cornered. I was, again, really impressed with Jasov's ability to convert hits into damage. These two are quite evenly matched.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Counter hits, this is big damage. You know, anytime you see Biken do a dash cancel in a combo, you know that's like 30% of your health bar just gone. Oh, good jump dust. Parry? That is some serious mental damage. An offensive parry like that? Oh,
nice.
read the parry that time. Oh, that's so much damage. Alright. Got about 50 meter for Eve to buy their way out of this one. Didn't get there. Cross up Yozansen. Just as dirty as it's ever been. Gold burst. Goshigara is blocked. Goes for a high-low. Lycan survives. Going for a second. Big counter hits. Oh, too many close slashes. Counter hit again. Good chase on the backdash, and that'll seal it.
Got down. It looked rough for the Baiken until the endless pressure just came out.
I mean, that's kind of how it is Baiken. She's this little bit of a feast and famine character. Like, when you gotta hold it, it kind of sucks. But when you're feasting, like, the world is your oyster, right? Like, you're just having like oyster soup all the time, just high-low, high-low. Oh, that was a tricky 3K into JH. That must have been a fast cancel up RC. You don't see stuff like that often.
It is, yet I only know that because we have a lab demon in the Wildcard Discord, and that was one of the combos he showed. And someone was like, how the hell did you do that?
Gearing up to go again here. The winner here is gonna move. The winner of this match is gonna move on to the grand finals. So
Yeah, secure that top 2 spot. Oh no. Yeah, you
No,
couldn't even
that's-
really burst any of that, you just had to take it.
good throw, good throw. All right, health bars have evened up. Bursts out of the pressure, out of the rope. Goshigara, purple cancel. Good JD, got the confirm. This is gonna hurt. This might end the round. Oh no, it dropped? It didn't drop, it kind of dropped. Oh, that's a hard low. That's a hard low to see coming.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Baiken super hit on the first and third hit. But not
No.
the second one. That was a weird one.
Yeah. I think it was because of the height, right? May was at a weird
Yeah.
height. Gets out of the 6H pressure. Trades on the cross-up Yozansen. JD coming in again. Drops the combo, finds a counter hit. This is a lot of damage. Almost there. Hard knockdown. Rope. Reversal, punish. There we go. That was a solid round from Eves.
Yeah, it's the control that they had earlier, but managing to convert them now, just giving them a massive lead from air to airs.
Yeah, especially controlling in the air. Like, if Mei can't jump on you, her toolkit gets a little clunky. So if you can control Mei in the air, and force her to, you know, play a little bit more grounded, like Baiken has really good anti-ground buttons. Like Baiken's far slash is faster than Mei's. Baiken's 2H is longer range than most of Mei's buttons. Like, good matchup knowledge coming out from Eve here. That's plus. Big plus frames. Trying to desperately escape the corner. Good throw. The rope is scary. The rope is scary. It's gonna be a good confirm. Close slash. There you go. Eve's got the hard knockdown here. Goes for an overhead. Oh, that was so close to Baiken's toes.
It was.
That's gonna finish the round with the pistol. Oh,
Winners finals set point for Eve right here. Let's close it out.
and if they get there, they're definitely playing like they deserve it. Which is not to discredit JSOF. JSOF was mere pixels away from ending the last the last round there. Good jab out. Good parry on the 6H Dolphin. Gets stuffed.
That's it.
Good confirm. We will be seeing Eve again in the grand finals. While we have a minute here, again, go plug the match arena. Go check it out. Got lots of people fighting for, I believe, close to like 200 USD at this point.
Yeah, it's 185 at the moment. We still got 22 goddamn codes, people. Get in there. We would appreciate it.
We definitely appreciate everyone who can donate to the pot. Big shout outs, big love to the Bridget community for sure, and the Guilty Gear community at whole, and especially our streamers and tournament organizers. Thank you all so much.
Yeah, up now we have the last remaining Bridger Yaga against Tahoe and the Gold Lewis.
Now this matchup sort of plays out similarly to the Axel matchup we just saw Takayaki run through. How well can like Bridget enforce the spacing just like that Bridget wants versus how well can Gold Lewis just ignore the spacing that Bridget wants and force them to block behemoths. Use the meter, make the DP safe, burst out of pressure. Drone's gonna buy time in the neutral. Big counter hit close slash called, buys the burst. Gates coming in. Rock the baby! Oh, he purple canceled the invincibility on the reversal super. That's tricky, and it paid off.
That's what I never really see on Gold Lewis specifically. It's usually the ones that, like the Fausts and stuff. The full
It's definitely more of a Faust tech, but Gold Lewis can do it. And this high-low pressure is reaching a boiling point here. And there's the wall splat. Beats out the behemoth. Overhead. Rock the baby. I know Bridget just high-fived Roger, but it looked like she just like patted Gold Lewis on the belly, and I kind of love that. Behemoth, get in. JD, oh, big overhead. Oh, misses the combo. Counter hit, this could be big. Goes for a meaty close slash. Jabs out. Neither player wants to give up their turn. Like, once they get their turn, they just want to have it forever. There's a throw. Drone? Not drone. Dash cancel. Baits the burst, and that will put Gold Lewis on the scoreboard.
Yaga didn't really have much choice there, but Tahoe doing a good job of just ensuring the win. This matchup does just kind of remind me of the Potemkin Bridget one, where it's just them trying to mix you to death, but then you just need like 1 or 2 hits. You just need to guess right 1 or 2 times, and you can turn around.
We've talked about that earlier on the stream here. Like, Bridget needs, on average, probably 1 to 2, maybe 3 more hits than her opponent to win. That gold burst could come back to haunt him. Behemoth's out. Throws him back into the corner. This is big, got the setup. Yellow burst the overhead. Goes empty low, I dig it. Oh, 6H catches the backdash. Oh, that was a sequence, oh my god.
Certainly was.
The spacing on these behemoths is doing work right now. Good throw from Jaga here. Counter hit. So we can get the wall bounce. All right. Is this safe? No, it gets the hit. Not a clean hit, but still got him out. Yellow canceled the pressure. Behemoth is such a good answer because it's gonna stuff whatever Bridget does after they're over. Alright, plus frames. Just backdash, wants some space. Coming in behind the drone. Big counter hit, close slash.
Yeah, I'll be honest, the Tahoe seems like very comfortable in this matchup. I think that's just me.
No, I'm picking up on that too. Jaga is not quite sure how to respond to the hitbox on Behemoth, right? Like, they know what they want to do. They want to, like, do a block steering, throw the yo-yo, and then threaten either a button or a rolling movement. Unfortunately for Jaga, both button and rolling movement are losing to Behemoth, and Jaga needs to adapt if they're going to score any points here towards the end of the loser round. Here's the drone.
God, that was so cursed.
Big counter hit air to air Behemoth. Counter hit close slash, it's good damage. There you go, counter hit. Oh. You did a safe jump into a super, and it beat the DP. Everyone involved was like, I just want to be invincible right now, please. Overhead, RC. There you go. Jaga's finding their footing. Meaty 2S. JD connects. Oh, overhead guard crush. 6H catches the backdash. Drone keeps it positive. Hits him with the low. Guard break. Guard break is great. Overhead for the wall splat.
Yeah, that was so tough. Yaga was out of meter for the most part too, so.
Bursts out of the approach. And Bridget is all over the screen right now.
We schmoovin', rock the baby.
Rock the baby, schmoovin'. Skates RC, goes overhead. Coming in for a throw. Alright. It's the setup. Overhead. The
Nice.
mix-ups worked out in Yaga's favor there.
Yaga keeping the Bridget Discord dream alive for now. Gonna need the full sweep right here to stay alive though.
If they come out on top here, they still got Jasov waiting in the losers finals. And I believe they met in the earlier bracket. Jasov sent Yaga all the way down to losers with the May, which is it's a similar matchup to Gold Rush. So maybe if Yaga can pull it out here, they can also take what they learned and apply it to May. Drums coming out. Lock down the ground. Behemoth to punish. Overheads. Cross-ups.
Yeah, there's a running joke that Cole Lewis is the fat Millia. He's definitely showing it a bit there.
Super's gonna beat the 6H. Good Throw break. Yeah, the rolling movement kept going? I don't know if that was supposed to happen or if they got lucky. I don't know if they knew that the rolling movement was going to keep going or if they got lucky. That was a good call on Yaga's part.
We'll just say they knew. Just he's just nice with it.
Sneaks in with the low. Low again. Grabs. Meaty was late and got the throw. Drone keeping it plus. Yellow cancel. Take the turn back. Oh, went for the low. Cross up. Counter hit. That could have been the game.
Nice. Pulling it back to 2-2. The dream is still alive, people.
Dream is alive. The last remaining Bridget takes it against Gold Lewis. Or, sorry, evens it up against Gold Lewis. Sorry, excuse me. This has been a really back and forth matchup. I always love the ones that go all the way down to the last game, you know?
Yeah, they're always the exciting ones. Like why we? Oh, they're doing a connection. I was gonna ask why are we pulling up the bracket? What's going on? But
there's a connection test happening, it seems.
Unfortunate. Yeah, as you said, this one's been very back and forth, shown by the 2-2 score. There is always that risk of Goalers just hitting you with the right hit. And it all just ending.
It only takes one or two, right? Yeah, we're just having a connection test going on at the moment. Got the bracket up here on stream. We got Eve waiting in the grand final. I believe here in the semi-final, Yaga and Takoyaki were both put there by Jaysov. So one of them will get their rematch against Jaysov, depending on the outcome of this current one, this current fight. It's been a really fun tournament. I'm glad everybody got to come out and battle it out for all of us.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, all the Jaysov's demons coming back for him. Like everyone that he knocked down has climbed all the way back up to him.
Check out the Matcherino if you haven't. We got a minute here. Go claim a code.
Wait, I've just realised that I even done it. Now's a better time than any, I guess.
While we're waiting, the combined finals between EU and NA will be happening on July 23rd. So make sure you mark that date down or possibly hang around the Bridget Discord so you can get a notification when that goes live. Again, thank you to all of our organizers and our streamers, all of our players for coming in, putting in the hard work. Thank you to everyone who donated to the Match Arena. This has been a big community effort, and I'm having a lot of fun. Olaf, you having fun?
Yeah, it's been a ton of fun. It's nice to see the overseas side of things being interesting.
Yeah. There's always like little, maybe not large, but like there's always like slight differences between the regions, right? Like if you, like America thinks like Bridget is really good, they think Nagoriyuki is really good, and like in Japan they still think Seoul is really good, and so on. Like it's always really interesting when these different like perceptions of the game sort of collide, right? Like,
Yeah. Honestly, I think a lot of Japan's tier lists are just like player tier lists because you see like really high, and you fully know the reason why that is.
yeah. All the Japanese shows are like, oh yeah, I fought Daru Ino on the ladder and I got wiped, so I guess Ino's number one.
Yeah. And then you've obviously got like the souls over there doing work, which is why they consider them really high. Not to say that doesn't play a part elsewhere, like in the EU we obviously consider Happy Chaos to be really strong because all the Happy Chaos is just slaughtering people, so...
Yeah, and we have our fair share of like a lot of the, I guess, perception in North America is like Ramallah is a strong Happy Chaos, Lost Soul is a strong Happy Chaos, and like everybody in America thinks Happy Chaos is good, and prior to Happy Chaos, like Hotashi was a strong Nago, and everybody thought Nago was really good. So like maybe there's some truth in the idea that it's just a player tier list, no matter how we shape it, right? No matter how we slice it.
Oh yeah, it's kind of gotta be to some degree, because if no one's playing the character and doing well, then the perception is that the character's not good, I guess. But then you'd have characters like Sin, who is kind of universally considered on the lower end, but that doesn't stop people like Patachu from kicking people in all the EU online. So.
I don't, without getting too much into bells, I think like every character in the game is definitely capable of like winning, right? Some characters just have an easier time at it than others.
Oh yeah, for sure. The amount of damage in this game, like rounds can be stolen regardless of the characters.
And then, everybody loves an upset. Everybody loves an underdog. Like Guilty Gear Strive to this day is like maybe the best fighting game viewer experience since like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, maybe. Like it's very fast paced. It's all like bite sized, like the little mini like chocolates or candies, and you're just like shoveling them in your mouth, and you're like, I just want more. I can eat these all day. I don't care how fat I get. Like Guilty Gear is a little bit like that. Where in the same way that like Marvel 3 was a little bit like that, where the matches are fast and snappy and exciting, right? They're not drawn out. They're not slow paced. Like no, it's just like give me more. Just please, more. Dump it on me. Like everybody loves Guilty Gear.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, even though I've never heard this said like that. Yeah. You're definitely right.
We apologize again for the technical issues here. Getting some connection stuff sorted out here in the last match.
Oh, but this is not under me, homie. The wild card's known as like put its scuff. So we've had our fair share of stuff going wrong over there. It happens.
Were you, Olaf, able to catch a bunch of the stream yesterday? The EU bracket?
I think I caught up to top 6 starting, and then I had to go. So I didn't catch the end, but I caught most of before that.
I was unfortunately not able to catch the EU show yesterday. How did the last bit play out that you saw?
It's kind of just stuff that I was used to anyway, because I know most of the players.
Sure.
Just the usual goats mashing against each other. It was... I don't really know. It's just the usual EU shenanigans. I don't think there was anything too crazy, but again, I missed where the eliminations are starting to happen.
I'm excited to see. So maybe it's because I'm a bit of an older FGC player, but like I really love the East Coast versus West Coast rivalry. I love the USA Japan rivalry, and I really love when we can like smash all these people from all around the world together, like one great big global fighting game community, right? Like that impresses me to no end. It's like truly magic. It's truly unique, and whenever we have the opportunity to like smash like Europe into America or Japan into Europe or so on, like that's always what I love. So big shout outs to Alice for envisioning a multi-continent tournament. Much love, much appreciated.
Yeah, for sure. It's been great. As I said, it's been interesting seeing the other side of things outside of like the big events, of course. Because they get to see a lot of the some of the big NA homies that had Stomper recently. And like Super Noon. What else is the US just like came over and took over that tournament. Like Zando managed to clutch it out for EU. Like all the NA homies that showing up, I think got top 4. It was like 3 USA, and then just Zando holding the ground. It was great to watch.
I've been out of the drama for a little bit. Is Super Noon still on their like villain arc?
I don't know it too much, but I think so. They were on the bridge for like the whole tournament.
Viewers, pending the results of the connection test, we've had to unfortunately disqualify Takoyaki.
You hate to see it, but
you do.
Sometimes it's just gotta happen.
It was hard fought. Thanks for coming out, Takoyaki. Thanks to all the Takoyaki supporters. Your Gold Lewis was great, and we'll miss you. Moving on, we have Jasov and Yaga in the losers finals for the rematch. I'm really, really excited to see how Yaga can adapt, because it was not super close the last time they met over in winners round. So I think a lot of this matchup is going to play out like Yaga's going to present something new, and now the onus is on Jasov to adapt, and then Yaga has to like counter adapt. And I think there's a lot going into this matchup for each player's mental. For the people in chat who are wondering why Takoyaki was DQ'd, it is a connection issue.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beast.
It's always a shame when these type of things happen.
Yeah, it's just the unfortunate state of online tournaments. Sometimes it's gotta happen. Even in like the smaller end of Europe, we still get connection issues sometimes. Routing and stuff just doesn't work out. Oh, it's a big hit to start and the burst. It's all gone.
Jasov is bringing the heat here on stream. Yamada-san gonna score the hard knockdown. DP, make it safe, goes low. Mix up, overhead, into a low, and just jabs their way out to victory.
Yeah, very explosive start.
As much as this is a grudge match for Yaga here, they're looking for the run back. Jasov is also hungry for the run back against Eve in the winners bracket, right? Counter hit Dolphin, catches him with the 6K. Meaty close slash. Punishes the skates, big counter hit. Big combo opportunity, drops it. Overhead. Drops the combo again. Must have lost their Dolphin there. Normally they go for a Dolphin after the 6 HOTG. Overhead kiss, gonna bring it home. Command grabs are really good.
Yeah, that RC into the command grab was kind of nasty. Reminds me of the Nago ones from the Raka. Them ones are messed up.
I mean, Nagor Yuki is just a messed up character. Like it's like invisible command dash, command grab, and you're like, oh, I hate everything right now. You know, like
that they cannot change. Duel 1.
May up 1-0 on the set. J-Sob starting strong with counter hits. 6P. Gets the burst. Side switch. May's pushing out. Rock the Baby gets beat by Vertical Dolphin. Bursted. Burst baited. Oh, this is going to be big damage. That's the round.
Duel 2.
Yeah, J-Sob's like conversions are very good. Just always gets very good damage from his hits.
Yeah, there are no stray hits for J-Sob. Everything is working out. Like every hit is leading. Oh my god, that could have been a lot worse than it was.
I thought that might have been commentator curse right there, Tourney never drops anything.
Overhead, RC. Far slash beats the Dolphin. Wall splat.
There's a chance for Yaga here.
Oh,
Beach ball.
2-0 J-Sob at the moment.
The only thing worse than dying to a beach ball is probably Chip Shuriken. Yeah, Yaga was down 2-0 in the previous set and was looking strong for a comeback.
Duel 1.
Maybe we'll see it here again.
Oh, that's a strong start for Bridget when May whiffs the gold burst. Rolling movement finds the overhead. May gets out. Keeps the cross up safe. Vertical Dolphin's quite good. Big counter hit. Oh, it went for a throw. Low. Into another throw. There we go. I'll take it.
Yeah, J-Sob held off for a little bit, but you can't block everything.
You can only block for so long. Okay, going for a setup here. Empty low, gets blocked. Empty low again, gets blocked. Oh, delayed on the skates follow-up, finds a hit. Skates RC. Stagger pressure coming from May. Jabs out. May's stagger pressure is always so scary.
Yeah, because like, pressing anything at the wrong time usually just leads to so much damage.
Tick throw will find Yaga the win. Is that 1-1 or is that 1-2?
That's 2-1, no.
2-1 J-Sob?
Yeah. Yaga's gonna need the full sweep again.
These matches have been so good all day.
Mankind.
Yaga really does not want to give up this tournament without the fighters. Just holding the Bridget dreams alive.
That was an Interesting choice, right at the start of the match when Jasov just opened with a full charged standing dust. Like, I don't know if that was a mistake or if they're just on another plane of existence, but Bridget's bringing the heat in the corner overhead. It's gonna get the wall splat. Right, Bridget's got positive bonus. XP will find its target. A lot of times, fighting against Mei is a lot about movement, right? Like, both countering Mei's movement and moving yourself. It's really about, like, threading the needle, I think. These 6Ps are paying off. This is going to be big damage. Yeah, there it is. I believe Jasov is on set point here, yeah?
Yeah, you can close it out if you take this round. Both players neither.
Big punish on the DP. Got the wall bounce. I'm so sorry. That looks painful. Oh, man. Oh, overhead kiss. Oh, that's burst safe all the way through. Good showing from Yaga. Good showing from Yaga. We will have a rematch in the winners finals. J7 and Eve.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be as good as the previous one, if not better. Yeah, Yaga played very well, just kept going down, but then we just show fighting spirit at the last moment. And yeah, just great stuff. Top 3 is very solid.
And it's been a wonderful ride, and it all comes down to this. Hopefully, the rematch will just be as high octane, high impact as it was the first time these two met. Both of these players playing very explosive characters, and they really, in their playstyles, they like lean into that like explosivity, right? Like they want to like get the hit and then steamroll and go all the way downhill until they win. They just want to carry that momentum with them all the way. Someone in chat says Bridget can't win, otherwise it's rigged.
It's Sarani's asking me why me, and I'm on commentary, Sarani. That's why I'm here. And Pat has got to see the competition. He's playing them next week.
We're gonna take a short ad break here before the grand final.
I'm not messed up, Sarani.
It's been a good bracket.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the one next week.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be like connection wise, but hopefully we still get some good games on it.
I'm really impressed with all the people involved in organizing the tournament. Like, it ain't easy coordinating people across the continent. Oh, we're back. Like Olaf and I were talking about during the ad, like huge shout outs again to all the tournament organizers. It is not easy to like organize teams of people across the world, and like huge shout outs. And for anyone who didn't hear earlier, the EU versus NA, the mashed up finals of the tournament, will be happening on July 23rd. And we're back with the run back. JSAV coming in from the losers bracket, Eve hanging out in the winners bracket. Olaf, how you feeling?
Duel 1.
Feeling good, ready for this brawl again. His last time it got pretty aggressive. Good start for Jason. Didn't quite get the follow-up, but still really good for them.
Had the right idea, just needed the execution. Got a big RC in the corner here. It's gonna be a lot of damage. Where do I burst May combo? Somebody draw me a map, mail it to me, put it in a bottle, throw it in the ocean, tell me where I burst May combos. Rope is scary. Got the throw. Oh! Oh my god!
I absolutely love that every time I see it. You just like scoop her ass off the orca.
That was amazing. Shoutouts to Eve. the level of telepathy on display has previously not been heard of. Big counter hits here.
Nice. I've not reached from there. Oh no, the party. I think this is set. Oh no, bro. Earlier than I expected.
May's 2H is one crazy button. The sneaky kick. It's the win.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Ooh, that's plus frames. Command grab. It's big damage. Viking's turn to do big damage. Alright, May's gotta hold it. Goes low. Yellow cancels out. Catches the backdash. Again catches the backdash. Jab pressure, purple cancel jab. It's all good. Overheads, throw. Alright, May is like one mix-up away from losing it. Gets the counter hit and ends it. Look at that. Explosive. Like, no, it doesn't matter who gets hit, somebody is gonna blow up in this matchup.
Yeah, I got scared for a moment there for Jason. It looked like it was slipping away, but
All it would have taken was one, like if Jason guessed wrong on the cross-up and Biken lands like a cross-up Yozansen, like that's it. Round's over, right? 1-0 JSAF. Looking for the bracket reset. Counter hit JS. It's a big combo. Wall bounce. That's a lot of damage. But you know, in fairness, if she was on the other foot, Viking would also eat a lot of damage. So bursts out of the pressure. Drops a combo. Oh, that was supposed to be a TK Yozansen. You know it. I know it. Side swap low.
yeah, it's like when you see Leo's jumping to jump H, you just you know it was a flash kick every time.
That was a DP every time. I know. Good punish. Overheads catches the backdash. JSAV has been so good about catching backdashes all tournament.
Yeah, it's been doing work in this set already.
Lots of overheads happening. Drops the combo. Finds a low. They have to burst. Purple cancel. Keep it safe. Backdashes the command grab and finds a jab. 1-1 on the scoreboard. Eve is not ready to go for a bracket reset. They want a swift and painless end as much as they can get it.
I don't know how many this is Bikens or not. I think they want us to suffer as much as possible as they win. At least they're the Bicons I know. Maybe I just know the wrong people.
Well, you are friends with Alice, and Alice has been known to play Bicon, so. Kabari finding its target. Oh, that JD is so scary. You can tell Eve has a lot of experience against Mei with the way they're going to meet them in the air. Oh!
Yeah,
Dropped the command grab there.
Wait, is this patient Mei play on the head of? Oh, what an air throw!
Big counter hit, had to burst. That's big plus frames. Catches the dash forward. Alright, Bicon gets a chance to get in. Nope, it's jabbed out. That whole time I felt like Eve was just looking for like a close slash. Or like a jumping air dash something into Yozansen. Just something to get started, and they just didn't get it. Stagger pressure here coming out is real strong. He's got to hold it. Drops the mix-up. Wall bounce, drops the combo. Slides under the tatami mat. Mei's 3K is quite good, and I don't think it gets talked about enough as the actual menace that it is.
But just stun dipper is what I like to call it.
Yeah, it's basically like a slightly worse stun dipper, basically. 6-piece the approach, finds a counter hit, bursts the bait, baits the burst.
Don't worry, it's been 3 hours or so.
This might be the most I've talked in one setting in a good while. This is big damage here. Oh, he's got the rope combo. This could hurt. Oh, drops it. Side swap. Rope breaks. Combo's good. I think they live. Yeah, they got the guts, yeah.
This is a close one.
It's, next hit gets it.
Nice.
Eve finds the JP. 2-1 Eve. JSav is fighting for their tournament life right now. Both players have done incredibly well today. Shoutouts to both of them.
Yeah, like we've had so much JSav on stream today and just been doing so much work the entire day.
I mean, we started, oh wow, can't believe it's been over 3 hours already. No, we started about 3 hours ago. Like, I imagine everyone's focus is a little bit ground down at this point. This is when you need your focus the most, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All of these open brackets, like it's as much a test of endurance as it is anything else, you know? Like, how long can you hold it together?
Speaking of endurance, have you seen Evos? Oh god, that's gonna be wild. Someone did like the math for like the Street Fighter bracket and you need to beat like 28 people or something. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's insane. Like the people who make like top 32 at Evo, they're just dead tired by the time their tournament's over, you know? Like, they've been so on for so many hours. Finding the way in through the far slash. JSav spends the burst. Close slash pressure. Big combo. Wall bounce. 40%. Give it to me. Oh, Yozansen catches. Jab, jab, jab. Yozansen into super. Should end the round.
Yeah, Eve pushing for tournament points very quickly there.
You know, not to make a sea animal pun, but Eve over here is smelling the blood in the water for sure. Oh, the low overhead gets the burst on the backdash catch. This could be big. Oh man, he's just so loaded with damage. Oh, that's okay. Okay, hold the mix. Yellow cancel, get off me. Get off me. Purple cancel. Oh, Dolphin finds the way.
Why defend when one can Tatsugeki?
Why block when Toe Sugeki? Oh, drops the pickup. Big counter hit close slash here. That's a lot of damage. Jabs his way out. That mix-up is doing so much work for JSav. Finding the hits, baits the burst. He's gonna seal it.
And it's 2-2.
JSav evens it up, looking for the bracket reset. If they can repeat that one more time, they could be a winner. Eve, of course, looking to stop that. This has been such a great final so far. I love it when they all come down like this.
Are we gonna see the 2-2 reset into 2-2 though? that's the real grand finals right there.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
2H catching the Biken out of the air. Biken wins the exchange. Drops the combo. Tried to base spurt. Yeah. Burst bait. Sorry. Gets the burst there. Oh, Kabari stuffs Dolphin. 6P. Close slash. Close slash gets the bait. The burst. Oh. Yamada-san, is this enough? It is enough. Of course it's enough. When is Yamada-san not enough?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, like JSav's combo conversions at like most of the time, it's just nuts.
Oh no, they're great. They're not lacking. Like JSav is really good at converting spare hits into damage. Eve gets the chance here. I don't know if that was an intentional drop. It felt like it was a drop, but they got the hit afterwards.
Again, if it works, it's tactical reset every time.
Yeah. Gets the reversal out of the pressure, finds the command grab. Gets the burst. There's the bracket reset. JSav hanging in there.
It is not over yet, people. JSav going on chat just saying, lend me your energy. I like it.
One more best of 3. And it is starting right now.
I assume NA is the same where whenever you've got a May doing well, all the Mays come into chat. That's what it seems like.
Oh, they totally like flock together, like I guess like a school of Mays, right? Because that's you have a school of fish, so you have a school of Mays. They totally flock together, like where we go one, we go all, you know.
Yeah, because it's like the main character to see it for in EU, really. Like when a May's doing well, the Mays are always usually there to support them.
This loop here by Biken is so much damage. Big counter hit, drops it. Beach ball setup. Delayed low. I like the delayed low. Nobody thinks they'll do it 3 times in a row. Up, back, and coming down with the jump heavy finds Eve the win. Dolphin beats the parry. Big counter hits here. Not quite close enough for the close slash conversion. Oh, catch the backdash there with a close slash. May's coming in with pressure, finds a counter hit in the corner. Nothing is scarier than May getting a counter hit in the corner. And that'll be a heart for May.
Yeah, in these exchanges, like, Eve's landing a lot of hits, but a lot of them just aren't being quite converted. Looks like this one will be.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, the ability
that's where he's like, yeah, J-Sam's pulling ahead of it at the moment.
Oh, burst punished. 1-0 for Eve here in the bracket reset. No, you're absolutely right, Olaf. Like, the ability to, like, take any random hit and turn it into either damage or like a knockdown situation or some kind of like Okazemi, like that. The ability to do that is both like hard to learn and like really important, right? Because like that's how your offense flows from like hit to knockdown to Oki to hit to knockdown to Oki, and like the better you get at that, the better you're gonna be, not just at fighting games, but like or not just at Guilty Gear, but like all fighting games, right? They're all kind of structured in that way.
Yeah, like letting your opponents play as little as possible is usually to your benefit. Oh god, we got the Kabari loops.
The Kabari infinite block string going on. Both characters here are trying to fight for the space. Oh, good parry. Amazing parry. They're both trying to fight for the space right in front of them. Right, like May wants the room to be able to do button Dolphin. Baiken wants the room to be able to do button Kabari. This could be big. Got the wall bounce. Lots of meter. There's going to be a lot of meter on both sides here. Totsu Geki blows right through the blue cancel. Finds the confirm. May wins both exchanges. Parry's good. God, it does so much damage. You know how much damage that parry does?
Yeah, it really does.
It's like a full combo's worth of damage. Right into super. That'll close it. That's good awareness. Good awareness confirming into super like that. Did not get the jab out and tried to. Plus frames. Runs up, catches the backdash. 6P's the approach, finds a counter hit. Confirms with Roman cancel. This is going to be a win for JSav.
Has this set had a single, like, match that didn't go, like, 1-1 in rounds first? I feel like every one of them went down to the last round.
I believe it's 2-1, right? JSav's favor at the moment? Or is it 1-1?
No, it's 1-1
1-1.
in the reset.
Duel 1.
Oh, that was only 1-1. Oh my god. Both of these players are just playing their hearts out right now. Good punish on the Kabari. Oh, huge parry on the vertical Dolphin. Escapes the beach ball, finds an overhead, drops the combo. Eve still has burst on deck, so if things get too hairy and they really want to try to win, they can spend it. Red cancel. Should be enough damage. There it is. Keep it simple. Close slash 6H Kabari. Defensive JP finds his mark. Gold burst. Alright, all this meter. kind of an awkward connection, awkward confirm. We saw that earlier where there's only the first and third hits of Viking super. I wonder if they do that to avoid a wall splat. Like, I wonder if there's like a situation there where like wall splat's funky. Goshigawa putting Viking through the wall. They're just blow for blow. You're gonna super me, I'm gonna super you. May finds it at the end with the 5H.
Again, another game just gone down to the like fair and final rounds. These players are like so close.
They are so close.
Big start for Jace after.
Yeah, that is a health deficit that is hard to get out of here. Orca finishes it? Orca finishes it. 2-1 Jasov. What a reversal. They went from being almost out to one set away from winning. What a reversal. But we shouldn't count Eve out yet. We should not count Eve out yet. They've been performing very well, very consistently. And
yeah,
they
the
are
Falcons being crazy, like crazy good.
Lycan is crazy good. And Eve as a player, they've been hungry for it. In every match we've seen against JSAV, like they get the hits. They get the hits. They just need to turn the hits into the damage, right? Like
Duel 1. Let's rock.
both of these players have tasted victory in today's tournament, and now we're gonna find out who wants it more. Good parry. Good throw break. Burst baits.
Oh no. Yeah, this might even be death potentially, not even joking. No, it's barely alive.
Lycan's guts, I swear. And then the anchor beats the far slash.
Yeah, if that wasn't a Japanese character, I think they were done's over.
When it goes low on the mix-up. Good stagger pressure from May. Back in the corner. Jasov is right on the edge. Big counter hit from Eve here. And a throw. Okay, rope is dangerous. Same side overhead. Goes for a low. Cross under low. RC. Super. It's gonna seal it. Eve is not out yet. Not yet.
Yeah, barely hanging on.
Big counter hit. Right back at you. Not the most damaging route, but it did get positive bonus. It did do about 30%. That's a... If I can come in. Oh, parry on Goshigawa. Blocks the gold burst.
Yeah, this is big for Eve.
Overheads. Catches the backdash with the low straight into super. No burst. Eve is gonna even the matchup. 2-2. We go to the final fight.
I joked about it earlier, but it was genuinely came down to it. 2-2 in the reset.
Yeah, this is wild. Both of these players are so good, and they're so well matched against each other, so evenly matched. They're both bringing all the dirty tricks to the table. Their best games, their confirms. Both of them want it. Unfortunately, only one of them can have it.
I mean, even if they don't take this tournament, they've still got a chance at the one next week.
Parry on the Dolphin, what a way to start. Yeah, both of these players will be here again next week, competing against...
Oh god.
The parries are so good. Catches the backdash. Alright. This could be the end, not quite enough. Hold the mix, it was an empty tatami in low. Big counter hits, Dolphin pressure. Lots of staggers from the 2D on the maze end here. Goes low, fast RC low. This beach ball pressure is pushing Biken all the way to the corner. Biken on the offense, challenges the Yozansen. Finds the 6P, gets jabbed. Oh, the burst connected. That was lucky. Eve is on tournament point right here. Looks like JSav's gonna find the hit.
We are literally going down to the last round. God damn.
The winner of this round wins the tournament. This is good stuff. Oh, the beach ball covers the approach. Big counter hit on the close slash. Kibari connects. Hold the mix up. Nope, yellow cancel. Catches the backdash. I gotta hold another mix up. Here we go. Goes low. Finds the overhead.
Oh, it's not it yet.
JSav's got another chance. Blocks the low. Kibari gets there. Well fought from both our players, and congratulations to Eve.
Yeah.
Clutching it out in the end.
God damn. That was a great grand finals. We got nothing but respect for both players. That was very good.
Yeah, that was close throughout. What an amazing grand finals. Oh. Man, I can't believe it. What a day it's been. What a day it's been. Full of great Guilty Gear. Eve coming in clutch in the very end of the grand final. Olaf, it has been a pleasure. You've done excellent. Everything's been great. Thanks again to our streamers. Thanks again to our organizers. Thanks to everyone in chat. Thanks to everyone who donated on Matcherino. And if you haven't donated on Matcherino, go check it out. What a day.
Playing them codes, of course. Got the codes in. Yeah, it's been great on me. I've had a ton of fun.
Yeah, it's been wonderful just hanging out all day, watching some sweet Guilty Gear matches.
And yeah, shout outs to the tournament organisers, everyone in the background doing work. And all my EU homies in chat, of course. Mostly just patted at this point, I think. It's getting quite late, but...
Yeah, it's gotta be approaching midnight. I'm surprised you're still awake.
It's only 11 in the UK where I am, but...
Yeah.
Fair do you go into Europe, it gets later, of course.
Anyone east of you is like, man, I should have been to bed hours ago.
Yeah. Well, no, it's been fun. I got to get the opportunity to do this.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. I've had a great time. I hope everybody else had a great time. We are looking to wind the tournament down. We got word from B, our wonderful streamer. Thank you. That we are wrapping it up. Olaf, you have anything else to say before we jump out of here?
No, just stay tuned for next week's tournament where we mash the two tournament players together. Excited to see that. It's next Saturday at 2 CT, right? Oh my god, need to double check.
Look that up. July 23rd at...
Oh, EST, god, I'm getting me times mixed up. It's been like 3 hours.
July 23rd at the same time it started today, so... Hope we'll see everyone there. I had a wonderful time. Thank you. Thank you all for coming.
Yeah,
Olaf, take us home.
I will be there to cheer on my EU homies, unfortunate. For all you NA people. But yeah, are we queuing up a raid as well? I'm not sure. Usually I'm the one handling this stuff, so it's easy for me. I hope everyone has a good day. I'm not quite sure what time it is over in NA.
It's about
Probably like
dinner.
midday still, yeah.
Yeah, it depends. If you're on the East Coast, it is almost 6. If you're in California, it's almost 4. Right? So it's midday. Thanks again. I'm signing off. Y'all have a good one. B, find someone for us to rate.
Looks like we're going to matchstick melee. Yeah, it's been a good one. Thanks everyone for coming around. Hope to see you next week. And go enjoy the tournament. Yeah, peace.